1.
Yo, 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 yo. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? I had to make sure everything was working. The countdown, I had to get... This was kind of a late, unexpected stream, but it's whatever. I mean, who cares? But, yeah. Right now, I gotta swing on a call. I gotta swing on a Zoom call with Colin. I mean, because I was kind of getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day, you guys. Tomorrow is literally the big day. Okay, let me switch cameras quick. Let me go to the face cam. And let me switch cameras quick. So I'm going to switch to that camera, which it should switch me on the in-game scene as well. Let's go 1080. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? There we go. Okay, it's 1080, everything's good. Let me get the camera rolling on here. Let me see if he's still waiting. 8:15 p.m. Bro, it's 9:10 for me, damn it. Shit, I don't think he... Fuck. Bro, it's 9 o'clock for me. God damn it. Well, it's 6:15 for him. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait a minute. Dude, this is quite the chaos. By the way, guys, as you guys see, I got my synthwave overlay back. Well, I just grabbed it from my, it was in my, I have, in my Facebook group, chat, my messenger chat, so I downloaded it, and then now we're back to the synthwave overlay. Going 80s and 90s vibe, as you guys know it. The alerts, not really, I gotta figure it out. Okay, why? Okay then. Alrighty then. Okay, I guess not. Let me go ahead and share the stream out while we are at it. Let me, you know what? Let me copy. Let me go over to Dickhead's stream. Let me go over to Dum Dum Towards stream. And share the link over there.
I think it's about time we end the stream, yard. I think it's about time. Alright, well.
Right now I'm loading up my Discord.
Hello,
Just loading it up.
This is Amtrak 108. Oh, UP's here.
Tony, just letting you know today's the weekend, so we're good.
Yeah.
Duh, yeah, Tony. It's not like it's a freaking weekday. What the hell's wrong with you?
Actually, I won't leave the stream here, so yeah, I'm just gonna be on.
Anyway, what's up, Tord? Damn, it's like...
We got Trevor live.
Hell yeah! Oh, we got like oh god, it's gonna be like Inception. It's gonna be like Inception, holy shit.
Oh, UP's here.
Tony, just letting you know today's the weekend.
I had to switch the I had to move his stream because it's gonna be like Inception. Like, duh, yeah, Tony. It's not like it's a freaking weekday. What the hell's wrong with you?
Alright, I'll be back.
Anyway, what's up, Alright. Damn, it's like... Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we got like oh god, it's gonna be like Inception.
Live stream.
It's gonna be like... Alright,
Man.
Trevor! Trevor,
I
fear
had to
not!
switch. I had to move his
Trevor,
stream
what
because
you
it's gonna
doing
be
here,
like
mate?
Inception.
Trevor, what are you doing here?
Bruh, hold up. I'm gonna join the StreamYard so then I don't get Inception and that repeating shit. I hate when it does that. Let me jump over the StreamYard and let's go to this scene right there. Alright, but what is going on, you guys? I did share the stream out. Wait, no I didn't. Let's go to Facebook. It's the weekend. Everybody, I think, is up. Staying up late, honestly. Not sure, but I'm just guessing. Let me post that. Oh, shit. Oh, I should have posted it in my story. Crap. Alright, let me go to my Discord server. There it is. Alright, announcements at everyone. Let's control V. See what dum-dums are talking. Let me post that. Yeah, alright. Let's go backstage. Alright. There we go. Announcements at everyone.
Crap, my phone's at 1%. I'm gonna go run it up to
Control
charge.
V.
Charles Day.
See what
Charles Day.
dum-dums are talking. Let me post that. Hello, bozo! Alright. Let's
Hello,
go
the person I call like 2
backstage.
times in a row, and then Vincent spams you with links on my screen.
Yeah, he's a fucking dick.
Trevor!
Crap, my phone's at 1%. I'm gonna go run it up to charge.
Okay, goddamn, I
Sorry,
can
Sorry,
already hear myself. Goddamn, it's like Inception. Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm gonna go charge my phone.
100 million times. Goddamn. Bro, I literally just saw your comment now, Tord. It's about time. It's Friday. Yeah, no shit.
Bro, I've been waiting. We were all waiting for Friday, and it's finally here.
Yeah, thank fucking God. It's about fucking time.
So with the time in my area, it's 7:16 p.m.
Well, of course it is, because you're like all the way down.
$7:16 p.m. Isn't that
South Central Oregon.
Bro, isn't it 7:16 for Carla too in California? Yeah, it is. Hold up, Alexa. What time is it in California?
It's 7:17 p.m.
Yeah, it's 7:17.
Well.
She's going a little
What
bit
do we
ahead,
have
but
here?
whatever.
If it isn't my guy, Trevor the Trevor. Good to see you, mate.
What the hell is your problem, Tony?
Tony, it's actually 10:17 in Florida,
Where?
Yeah, Florida's ahead.
in Palmetto.
What's up, Joshua? Welcome.
Because I actually used to live in Tampa, though, which I lived in the northern part of Tampa.
Wow.
Trying to find that dang water.
You know what I'm
darn
gonna
it.
do? I'm
God dang it.
going
You got the entire
to
mini-thing,
switch
that's crazy.
cameras. I'm gonna deactivate it on my OBS.
So who has rode on Amtrak before? I rode Amtrak 3 times.
I honestly, I have not. I've
I-
rode
You don't know what
Star,
Amtrak
though.
trains I rode? So I rode the auto train from Sanford, Florida to Lorton, Virginia, then the returning auto train from Lorton, Virginia to Sanford, Florida.
Damn.
I don't know which one I rode, but I remember when I was younger, I rode. I think it was the. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I don't remember.
And the other one's
Hold
the
on,
Amtrak
hold on,
11,
guys,
the
check
southbound
this-
Coast
check this
Starlight.
out. I'm gonna.
I didn't take 14, unfortunately. I had
Hold
to
on, guys.
drive
Check
back
this out.
up north from LA to
Check
Portland.
this out, you guys.
Oh,
I got myself a brand.
I wish I was on the Amtrak train, though. It would have been fun, though.
oh wow!
Check that out, boys.
Look at
For
this one.
tomorrow, it's gonna be
Nice.
amazing.
In my opinion, I get the rating on the lights. I'll give it a solid 31.15 out of 10.
Oh hell yeah!
The
Got it
lights
on
make it
Amazon.
a good setup.
Sure does. And plus, with the remote, I can do music mode and everything. I can change.
Anyway, Tony, I have a question. Since the Super Bowl is on Sunday, who do you want to win, Chiefs or Niners?
Damn.
I think he's probably AFK. So.
I'm doing alright, Josh.
Oh
How are
gosh.
I'm going Niners. No, not Niners, Chiefs.
you?
Chiefs might actually
Honestly,
win.
These
even though,
nuts.
I don't know. I'm still deciding on which team I want to win the Super Bowl. I'm deciding between the Chiefs or the Niners.
I might go on Sunday to see them play, but
I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl instead of going there. I'm just going to be watching it on TV.
Yeah, because that's the problem. Because I have like school on Monday, and then after that, I just really can't do anything about it.
oh shit, hold up. I'm gonna hop into.
Wait, isn't Union Pacific doing a Super Bowl train? Because OG Productions actually caught
Alright,
it.
guys, I'm gonna head over to Twitter quick because my uncle Colin Crandall is doing a UFC, which I didn't even know that he was doing it. Come on, Colin. Damn, you should have told me.
NCIS Hawaii, I'd love it, but you guys are all fucking crazy living in volcanoes. They may be extinct now, but you know they're going to blow one day, don't you?
You know, our ancestors settled those islands long before, so it's all good. And when you, the crazy thing is that there's people. Look at Max Holloway. He went to the active lava field that's been active since 1983, I believe. Anyways, Max went there. There's a pretty famous picture of him now standing right on the lava's edge. Like, that is, that's crazy. But the reality is, a lot of people don't know is lava is slow, right? It's not. They use the big eruption photos and videos to sell like what a volcano is, because that's exciting. How you gonna get kids excited in it? But the reality is, it's like thick, like syrup. It's not exciting at all. So there you go.
I like it. Well, let's jump into some UFC coming up here. The card that.
Oh, no, we can't do that shit yet. Power Slap's still going.
What's happening? What's going? Power Slap? Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's still going. I
up,
can't do UFC and Power Slap.
Now, do you think, would it be, if they created the women's division and just called that bitch slap, would that be insulting, Danny, or would that be an okay name?
There is a women's division.
Yeah.
Let's ask Danny. Ask Danny. Would that be bad? I'm not trying to insult women, but could they call it that?
So the terminology, look, I think that could be divisive. Let me be politically correct on that one. No comment.
May not go over. May not go over well. No.
Yeah, Colin can use that term because he's reclaiming it for his community.
Well,
yeah, because they already had women's division when it first started.
They do. Well, it's slapping. Yeah. Women are experts at slapping, or are they? I don't know. Danny, more expertise in women naturally slapping,
Jesus
or
Christ.
less than men? Do you think?
Oh no, I don't slap. I'd punch first. I think it's a terrible thing to slap, and particularly no.
I agree.
Not a fan.
I agree. Well, let's jump into this. Mates, and let's start over here. I don't want to go over this one too much because Aori Kaling keeps on losing. He's a tough guy, but he keeps on losing. Fernie Garcia, Haider Hamil, no one knows who they are. So let's go down to this fight. Bogdan Guskov, who's a man, when I first saw his picture, I looked and I said, Lionheart Smith is fighting again. He just fought a few weeks ago. And then I looked and said, wow, Lionheart Smith, his face looks a bit rounder, and he's making a really weird expression that you don't see him make. And then I look and I see, wait a second, 6'2", Lionheart 6'4". And then I say, this guy's from Dukent, Uzbekistan. I didn't think Lionheart was from Uzbekistan. And then I look and said, this is someone named Bogdan Guskov. And Bogdan came up against Volkan Oezdemir and did get summarily dispatched by a rear naked choke September 2nd. And they're bringing him back again with not a short notice fight, not such a tough guy. This time he's got Zach Pauga. And that's someone, Rob, you've never heard of, I'm sure, right?
Who?
Zach. Exactly. I know my man Rob has interviewed Zach. I'm kidding around. But, yep, Zach the Ripper Pauga. and he's coming off a loss to Modestas Bukauskas. But he is a tough guy in his own right, and this is going to be a good battle. Zach is 35 and Bogdan is 31, so a bit more pressure on the 35-year-old Zach Pauga, and I'd be curious to see Rob's thoughts when we come down to him about what he's learned about this man and what he thinks going in. But let's go to my man with the Cajun, with the greatest herbs and spice over there, Mr. Daniel Roadhouse Silveira. You had a quick thought on that, Daniel?
Yes, and I actually got to meet him too, alongside Rob. He's a really great guy. He's really intriguing. He's tough, and I've always had a soft spot for the Ultimate Fire folks. So for me, yeah, I'm going with decision. I'm going with the Ripper by decision.
Okay, cool. Now we'll go back in order, and we'll take the representative of the most beautiful women on earth, Australian women. Danny, you are up.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Colin.
You're welcome, Mick.
Awesome. Look, I think I'm going to edge Zach on that one, and that's probably not so much understanding too much around the background of Bogdan. What a cracking name, I've got to say, by the way.
Yes.
I like Zach. I've followed him since Tough. It's great seeing him come down from heavyweight, from his loss to, I think it was Muhammad Usman, down to light heavyweight.
Yep.
So, yeah, I've got to go for Zach, and Rob, I've got to get on and watch your interview as well. So that is on my list of things to get back to. So, yeah.
Definitely. We all want to watch Rob's interview with Zach Pauga. It was only a few days ago, I believe, but we'll come to Rob in a second. We'll go to the man looking just like me, Mr. Aussie Mick. Mick, what do you think, Mick Aussie? Zach Pauga, the Ripper, against Bogdan Guskov.
Oh, my God, Colin.
Honestly, I've got nothing to say about any of these fights except for my man, RoboCop.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
Love him.
Other than that, there is no fights that really interest me. So don't waste your time with me. I'll just come in with snide comments.
That's okay. We look forward to those. I know during these earlier fights you'll be having a Vegemite and cream cheese sandwich on a bagel, I think, right?
Are you pregnant?
I might be.
We keep trying, but we don't want to jinx it because somehow it doesn't. 9 months later, it never seems to come out fully formed.
It doesn't. God bless.
But you see, this is the thing. I can do UF combat, and my picture is Colin. So Colin cops all this shit for everything I say now.
That's right.
Because he's put his picture there, so I'm going to be nasty.
Oh my God.
Oh, just watch me.
Oh no!
God damn!
I need someone I need legal representation. Danny, can you represent me in a court of law?
Absolutely.
Good.
I'll give it a go.
We know that Danny is a California barred attorney, but just residing in in Melbourne because she didn't like all the chaos here in the American legal system.
Yeah, I think that would be like saying Kim Kardashian also passed her bar exam, right?
Exactly. I think you're a little smarter than Kim, but nevertheless, I appreciate it. Let's go on. So, Chris, your thoughts. Zach Pauga, the Ripper, versus the Lionheart Smith lookalike, Bogdan Guskov.
I mean, Zach Morris is trash, but Zach Pauga is going to win. No judges needed.
Nice. Love it. Now, Rob, we got Zach. What did you learn about him in your interview, and what kind of a feeling do you have of where his mind is and training with Elevation Fight Team? I don't think he's been there his whole career. Maybe he has, but tell us a little bit real quick about Zach Pauga and then your thought about him going into this fight with Bogdan.
Well, I appreciate you guys talking about that, and appreciate you guys listening to it whenever you can. For anybody who's listening to this and going, "What? How do I listen to that?" The interview is pinned to the top of my profile for anybody to listen to at any time. So yeah, I've gotten to talk with Zach a couple times. He's been a guy in my space. Up to this fight, he was hungry for a fight. He was been asking and asking and asking. In the interview, he covers that. I think he signed on one side, right, where you say, "I'm down to fight you. You got to get in a response." He signed 7.
Wow.
7 times. No bites. This is the 8th fighter. So, you got to give Bogdan some respect for that. He's something's in the water. Obviously, if you look at Zach's record, it's not the best, but guys aren't lining up to take on this 35-year-old, and there's a reason. He's a real athlete. y'all, like a real deal athlete. You know what it takes to make it into the NFL? Like there's only 5% of humans are physically capable of pulling that off. Like it's just amazing. So like with that being said, he did rugby, all that. Now getting to the present, the current time of our lives. What matters is that he got to have a first time experience as a pro, and I think this is awesome. He talked in detail about having a battle buddy for the first time in preparation for this fight, and that's Devin Clark, who's also fighting. So yeah, so he's never got to have a battle buddy through camp before. I think that's major. He said it made it way enjoyable, made it fun. He also went in length to talk about how he pretty much always trains with Curtis Blades.
Nice.
We all know Mr. Blades is legit top tier heavyweight. If you're constantly going rounds with that guy, and then your battle buddy was Devin Clark, I think you're pretty prepared. And no disrespect, I'm just saying you're prepared. I'm not saying it's an easy win. You're prepared for battle against Bogdan, who the reality is on Bogdan's side, we don't know much about him. His wins are from the regional scene. He did get thrown a dirty deal, Volkan Ozdemir, for your first time out.
Yes.
Who did that? Like, bro, punch your agent. Not nice. But other than that, I mean, got to give him credit for that. So we're really going to get to see in my opinion, the first real glimpse of Bogdan, but because first time out against Volkan, I think is just, you got to put an asterisk on that and just forgive the man. So there you go. I am supporting my fellow Polynesian and Zach Palga.
Fantastic. Now, if anyone is wanting to find possibly a representative for fighters, Danny might be throwing her iron to the fire, so you could always count on Aussie Girl Management not to throw your fighter to the wolves and have them take a fight that's almost a sure loss. So in case any fighters are looking a bit premature, I know, Danny, but I thought I'd throw that out there. I hope you don't mind.
Much appreciated.
No problem. So, yeah, that was a hard first fight. It just seems crappy, but it seems like that's sometimes what's needed. It's kind of, it seems like with the UFC, Rob, and who just mentioned everyone else, that it's kind of like they pretty much on occasion just don't give any easy in. They're pretty mumuch saying, you want to fight in the UFC? How about this? You can go out with my hideous 300-pound sister and then have my big brothers kick this shit out of you, and then you can go in for a fight. And but we'll make sure we set you up with something a little bit more pleasant in the next fight. Kind of like that sometimes, isn't it, Rob?
Using my display name.
Yeah, I mean, we see
something funny.
Let's be honest, like the UFC has a clear and obvious interest in people
so
early
funny.
Or not, and the bias is there, but we got to remember, folks, like it seems kind of hurtful in the UFC brand because we're all like, hey, these are UFC fighters.
Oh my god. What the hell, Twitter? Are you fucking kidding me? This is fucking ridiculous. Twitter just fucking kicked me out. What the fuck? This is BS. I don't know. God damn. I don't know why it's making me do this stupid fucking security puzzle. It's fucking bullshit. C4, 5. This is fucking ridiculous. I need 10. I want 10 and 4. There we go. I'm sick of that shit. 10. I need 10 and 8. There we go. Yeah, stand by, guys. I gotta fucking do this shit. This is super annoying. 8, 9, 10. I need 8 and 2. What the fuck? 8, 9, 10. Bruh. Come on, you son of a bitch. 8, 9, 10. Oh, that goes up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Went right fucking past it. God damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Are you serious? Add up to this number. Oh my god, Twitter, I don't want to do this shit. Just fucking sign me back in, you stupid ass. This is so annoying. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna mute the desktop or the sound audio. Give me a minute so I can do this shit. Okay, finally, goddamn. Alright, guys, I'm back into Twitter, finally. Thank fucking God. What the fuck? Alright, I need to get back to Colin's,
Really want to see
There we
Max
go.
win this fight. Nothing against Jeremiah Wells, but Max is 38 years old with a record of 19 and 10 that could easily be 21 and 8 or even better. He's got 11,
Alright, guys,
11
I'm back in.
finishes. He's fought everyone there is to fight out of MMA Gold. And a good California guy and just a super solid dude. Humble, well-spoken, friendly, upbeat, charismatic man. And then he did lose to Carlston Harris and get stopped. And so some interesting, an interesting matchup here. Let's see what the odds are, and hope our buddy Jason, Aussie Fight Picks, comes in here. Fight Picks? Yeah, Aussie Fight Picks. But,
Hey, Colin, just one sec.
Go ahead.
You know, your nephew's been trying to get in on here,
Yes.
and you've all ignored him.
I haven't even seen
So,
it. I haven't even seen
yeah,
it.
no, he's been trying to get in. So I hope I've done the right thing, and he is here now.
Bro,
Or
I
he's
sorry about
discontinued,
that,
but
Colin.
it
I
was
was
definitely
in.
your nephew trying to get in.
Well, thank you, mate. I had an engagement with my nephew who...
Oh, shit. God damn it. I meant to... Bruh, I wanted to... God damn it. Bro, I keep
had
hitting
an
the
engagement
wrong
with my nephew
freaking button.
Who, pulled the bloody no-show, as you guys might say in Australia. Any words on that quickly, Trevor, and then we've got to move on.
Oh, hold up. I gotta go back in.
Of course, he can't reach the microphone.
I'll just chime in on the getting in. It's hard to win a pool game when you're shooting, when you're trying to break with a
Bro, my mic
shooting
is
pool
really
with a rope.
being
That is
stupid.
very true.
Sorry.
Nice. I get the reference.
All
Good
right.
stuff, Chris. Appreciate
All
it.
right,
Okay.
No, I
let's
butchered
take-
the punchline, but you saw where I was going.
I did. I love that. Okay, let me
I
take
gotta
a look here and see what
Bruh,
we're looking at
I gotta
here.
rejoin. Bro, I hate this. I freaking hate this. This is BS.
Dude, this is going to be a really good battle.
Okay,
And let's
let me
go
try
to
again.
one of our two great co-hosts,
So
Danny in Australia, the most popular woman in the city of Melbourne. What do you think on this fight, Danny?
I tend to agree.
There we go.
I think his experience is going to pull him through.
I appreciate it. Now we move to the king of Queensland, my good friend Mick, Aussie. And I know you didn't have opinions on too many things here, but what do you think? Max Griffin, Jeremiah Wells.
No comment. Oh, yeah. And your cousin's your nephew's just disappeared because I don't know why, but I've accepted him and whatnot. So maybe you should reach out to him to let him in.
I've done that. He keeps on not being able to figure out the equipment. But we'll bring him in.
My mic keeps fucking up.
No opinion, good. Let's move to Chris. Chris, what do you think? Jeremiah Wells, Max Payne Griffin. Will Max bring the pain in this case, or will the man with no nickname hold his own and hold court in his house?
Well, I mean, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, and it goes without saying he was a good friend of mine. Let's just go with Jeremiah Wells. And,
you got it.
Do the under the max headroom
Yes.
over the Max Griffin, because I'm over him.
That's it. And then representing the great city of London in England, my good friend Joshua, and you're probably outside. Everyone's outside of London. It seems like no one's in London. But are you actually in London or just outside of London?
I'm in the center of London, Colin.
Good. I finally got someone there. So I love London, one of the greatest cities in the world. Joshua, one of the foremost experts in England in British MMA. Gareth Davies, be damned. Joshua is the man, and Joshua the son. And Joshua, what do you think of this one? Jeremiah Wells, Max Griffin.
I know you're really feeling Max, but I got to go the opposite, man. I'm feeling Jeremiah. I think I'm not sure if there's going to be a finish or anything, but I think he gets a wrestling decision. You know, one of those ones, a slow grind.
Yes. Yeah, I could see it, and I know that's what he's going to want to do, and he was looking really good up until that last loss. Rob, I know you know this is an interesting one, because I hate to say this, because I never want to say that anyone's back up against the wall. I never like to make these fighters in their late 30s appear old, because I'm old enough to be their young father or older brother. But what do you think? I do feel that's kind of the case here. This is kind of a pivotal fight for both men. Wouldn't you agree, Rob?
I did close my...
Absolutely. I mean, there's no mixing it up. I mean, when you're right where I'm at, 38, the athletic world starts to stick its tongue at you.
Yeah.
And not making this about me, but side note, I used to race professionally, and even in my early 30s, they were already talking about what, and it's crazy. It's but going back to this fight, these guys are, I mean, basically the same age, right? 1 year apart. What did you do, Basil? The thing is, though, fight mileage not the same.
Right.
Max
I was just looking at that. Go ahead. I was just exactly looking at that.
Max. I like the guy, and I think mentally he's still like game, because some fighters, they get shot shy, or they're not the same mentally. They don't seem game. He seems game. I don't think his reflexes, his body, I don't think his body's fully responding, or maybe his mind's not sending the commands fast enough. One of the two. But Father Time has, I'm not saying took him out, but he has visited Mr. Payne's locker room. Now, he's definitely visited Mr. Wells as well, so he's not immune to this. This is a really good fight. I think people who like veteran fights are going to be entertained here. I think I'm going to be entertained here, but it's with a little bit of regret against my fandom, because I like Max like you, but I got to support Jeremiah on this one. I think he's got a little bit more to give. And it's the fight mileage that got me to that decision.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. I appreciate it, Rob. My man in Louisiana, which one of these fighters will be retired and going to Louisiana to eat some Cajun food and not worry about the calories the soonest?
Griffin. No, I never go against my Sacramento fighters. I have family in Los Angeles, So every fighter comes out of California, I always bet on them. I got Griffin, the veteran, by decision.
I like it. Now, let me ask you, Daniel, because to kind of mix it up as we do, is there any way to get any Cajun food that's not going to be spicy? What if people wanted to go and eat some Cajun delicacies and some really tasty food there, but they're older or they have stomach problems? Is there any option for that?
It's possible. I think you'd probably get gluten-free or something like that.
They can cool down the heat a little bit.
Possibly.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. All right, moving on as we should. We have, what do we have here? That next fight, we're going to start getting some even more interesting matchups. And here we have, Devin Clark. I actually had Devin and Max in the room together about 8-9 months ago. Really good guys. They had a fun back and forth, respectful, and like that. And it was all good. But Devin Clark, man, such a good dude, man. I really like Devin. Devin's dad is usually in the corner with him, 33 years old. So for a light heavyweight, he is not an older fighter at all. And he's fought a lot of guys. He jumped into the UFC in 2016. Coming up on 8 full years ago, and he's had a lot of fights. Like, it looks like a dozen fights, and he's been able to get a 2-fight win streak, but that's all because they never ever give him a soft touch. He has been win one, lose one for the last couple of years, beating William Knight, losing to Azmat Mirzakhanov, who is just absolutely a killer. Like, that guy hits with so much pop, you almost wonder if he's got they used to say a roll of quarters in his fist or some sort of who knows what, but hopefully it's not the case. It'd be shitty to see to think someone's cheating. And then he did have a good win over Da Woon Jung, and then he did lose to the big man Kennedy Nzechukwu. And so this is a very important fight to Devin at 33 years old. Back's not quite against the wall, but it is kind of pivotal. Fighting the man from Poland who's older than him, 35 years old, a slight bit taller, as a lot of people are at light heavyweight than Devin. And Marcin Prachnio has been in the UFC for a minute as well for 6 years now. And he has he's batting about 500, in fact, a bit under 500. He's 3-5 in the UFC. He started out with a 3-fight losing streak, but managed to keep his job. He lost to Sam Alvey, Megamed Ankalaev, and Slow Mike Rodriguez, 2 of them that are no longer in the UFC. He did come back and hold a win over Khalil Roundtree, and Isaac Villanueva, who's no longer in the UFC, did lose to Felipe Lins, beat William Knight, and then lost to Vitor Petrino. I'm going to say, looking at the odds, I'm expecting Clark maybe to be a slight favorite here, and indeed he is, nearly 2-1. And I'm cheering for Devin. I think Devin can win this fight, and I think it's really important he does. So I'm all Devin Clark in this one. I do think that he very well could finish this fight. And let's go to the fabulous Danny. What do you think in this one?
Yeah, I tend to agree. Again, Colin, so I probably have Devin on this one to inch that out. If I go back and think about Prachnio, you said that he beat Khalil. That has to be before Khalil activated that crazy beast mode. Has to be.
Yep,
he just went absolutely phenomenal after that. So, because some of the wins you've got to kind of question. So, on that basis alone, I'm going to go with Devin.
Very good call. And Mick, this I forgot. Is this among the list that you had something to say or no?
No, but all I'm going to say is Bitch Slap is about to start. 2 women.
Damn.
It's going to be awesome.
That's going to be wonderful.
Shit.
Man, oh, man. Do you think, Danny, anyone as a little girl dreams about being in some slap fighting for a living, or is that unlikely?
Oh, I think it's a bit
Yeah,
unlikely.
they're called prostitutes, aren't they?
Oh, dude.
There we go, mates. Anyway, continuing on. Thank you. So then, Mick, now you don't have an opinion, but the girls' fight is up in the slap. There we go. Chris, my man, with the golden eye, with what is that? The camera and the beautiful photograph there, a la James Bond almost. What do you think in this fight?
What's up, Train
I'm
Master?
gonna be. Can you come back to me because I don't know who we're
Timothy.
talking about.
It was Marcin Prachnio and Devin Clark. You still want some time on that one?
Yeah. I'll go last if that's okay.
Oh my God,
Joshua, what do you think, mate? Devin Clark, Marcin Prachnio.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Devin Clark the guy that lost a couple of his teeth in one of his fights?
I think he is. Rob, can you back me on that? Did that happen to him? No, was that
Lionheart? Yep. Lionheart blew his teeth out. Yep.
Damn.
Interesting. I'm still gonna go with Devon. I think he can secure a win here.
Yep.
In fairness, he had Lionheart on his chest, full mount, catching elbows. So, anybody's face would break, I think.
Makes sense. Appreciate it. And we got the pick from Joshua in London. And Rob, what do you think? This one, I kind of feel like this is Devon's fight to lose. I mean, Prachnio is a tough guy, but it just seems like he loses a bit more than he wins. And no shade on him. I think he's a frustrating fighter because it depends which version of him shows up. But and at 35, he's going to be fighting really hard because his back is a little bit against the wall. But I feel like they're giving Devon a break from all these absolute killers that they've thrown him. And I think he's got a really good shot here. What do you think, Rob?
Well, you touched on a lot of the stuff that I want to say. Devin Clark is, I'll say it fairly. Sometimes he's a hammer, sometimes he's the nail. And now's his time to shine. Hey, the thing is, I'm going to say about this is like Devin Clark, sometimes to me, it's like I think he underperforms because I've seen better of him. On the other side, Prachnio, all respect, I just think his level is his level. Like I don't think there's a higher level, respectfully to him. Like if anything, he might have completely maxed out already and might be going the other way. I don't know. With that all being said, hey, we talked about the fights earlier. He was battle buddies with Zach, so +1 for absolutely no reason, and that gives him my vote. I'm going with Mr. Devin Clark on this one.
Fantastic. And we got Jason in here, and then we also got another guy here we're giving a shot to, the all-nonsense Keith Peterson. And bad reception area, Jason's in, so we're going to have to connect with him. But let's go to my man in Louisiana, one of the most beautiful places. The Mardi Gras is coming up, or am I wrong, Daniel?
It's already happening, the parades.
How's it going over there with that? Pretty good?
Yeah, I was never a fan, to be honest, so I'm indoors in my studies. My household's all gone. As we talked about this before, I'm stay with my parents as I finish up my second college degree. Now back to the fights. I've never even heard of Marcin Prachnio. Prachnio. Yeah, I've never even heard of him, but I do know Devin Clark. I love this guy. This man has gone through adversity. I was touched from the story of Mike Winklejohn said, hey, come move down here and I'll help house your family until you can get your own place. And it was in I forgot which one it was. It was the William Knight fight where they revealed that in the commentary, and he won that fight, and he was crying afterward. And even I think it was Joe was like, "Wait, why are you crying?" And he said, "I need this fight, not just for the money, but I need this for my family." He's an awesome guy. I wish I could meet him someday. So at the end, I'm gonna take this by decision. He has 9 wins by decision. I'm gonna keep that way. Brown Bear, Clark by decision.
I love it. All right, let's give our man here, the all-nonsense Keith Peterson, a shot here. What do you think, man? Devin Clark and Marcin Prachnio.
I'm going to have to go with Devin Clark because ride or die, I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Love it. Love it.
So,
the Midwest
yeah,
all the way. I'm the
but
same.
he's also no slouch either. But truthfully, I'm not too familiar with Prachnio's resume, so take my pick with a grain of salt. Out.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it a lot. All righty, and I know we're trying to get Jason connected here. He's in a bad reception area. And then, Rob, you got something to add?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Unfortunately, I gotta go, friends, but I do appreciate the time here, your guys' knowledge and information, of course. Colin, always thank you for having me and stuff. Dude, much love. And small invitation, not a small one, full-size invitation to everyone out there. If you don't got much going on during UFC Vegas 86, join me on this platform on X. I'll be hosting a watch party as I always do for the past 2 years, 3 months, and moving. We have a special guest, UFC's Garrett Armfield.
Nice, the
fresh,
arm collector, as I call him.
yeah, a couple weeks off of his win over Brad Katana, the king of winning practice. No, I'm just kidding. No disrespect. But anyways,
shit, Garrett! Oh shit! I'm excited.
Yeah, so Garrett will be there. Come bring your Garrett questions, your MMA questions, your fighter questions.
I will.
And I'll see. He plans on being there around the start of the main card, but you know how it is. You show up whenever you show up in the space, and you leave whenever you leave. But I'll be there the whole time from start to finish. So, Colin, thank you for letting me have that moment to promo, and can't wait to see everybody there for fight time.
I'll be there tomorrow. I will not miss this, man. See you,
Very
Rob.
cool.
Yeah,
I'll
you pay
try
a
to
little.
jump in.
You get a lot. NBStream702.com, the only place you should ever watch anything.
I know.
That's
I
right.
That, Chris, and especially since I have no idea who that is, whereas I told you before, Rob, and whoever this guy is that you're shouting out better be someone really good, or I'm going to have to murder you for shouting that out.
Wow, I mean, he's good. He's good enough, in my opinion, and I can't wait to tell you the backstory to this joke. Good night, everybody, and the backstory is it's me. Anyways, all right. Good night, everybody, and have a
Everybody agrees.
I thought he was shouting out someone I didn't know all these months.
Nah, Mr. Haas, your support is legendary, and you know I literally cannot go anywhere without it, because then like where's my intro? I feel weird, like I can't go there.
You need a hype man. Public Enemy is nothing without Flavor Flav.
Does okay? Let on that sentence. Does anybody give a flying shit about Public Enemy? No. Everybody loves Flavor Flav.
Yep.
Everybody.
What
Flavor
time is
Flav's
it?
still relevant.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
go. Yeah, boy.
Flavor of love. Yeah, boy.
I like Public Enemy.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, Rob.
Good
Take
night.
care, Rob. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob is my little brother, my Hawaiian little brother from another mother. And if I was Hawaiian,
Damn.
a dozen years younger or more, I'd look just
Holy
like Rob.
shit, Colin.
So always love Rob. Appreciate it, brother, so much. All right, and then let's see if we can bring Jason in here. We got to get some breakdowns. We got to get the spin from the greatest Australian fight bettor and gambler since the dawn of time. And that is my man, Aussie Fight Fan, but the connection is bad because he's driving on the Outback right now, and they don't have enough towers for the phone to connect. Is that true, Danny? Can you drive in the Outback and ever get good connection, or when you're driving in the Outback, it's not good?
No, you definitely can't. So unless you're taking a satellite phone, it's very difficult to get a signal. And if you can consider the geography we've got, the infrastructure build's too expensive, right? So you're not going to drop out mobile towers anywhere. So yeah, it's absolute fucked out there.
That's it. Well, he may not actually be in the Outback, but if he is, I think that could be what the problem is. But anyway, so we've moved on. Where were we? We had Rob, and then we already got the opinion of all nonsense Keith Peterson, and I think we're on to the next fight. Moving on.
Do you want? I'll do the quick. Devin Hester got the decision for the Hall of Fame, and Devin Clark will get the decision when this one goes the distance.
Beautiful. Thank you. I remember you passed, and we had to come back to you. I appreciate it. All right. Next, who are we looking at here? Next, we have. Why did that blink? Why is my screen blinking like this? All right. The women, Konklak Supasira, and her other name is Loma Lukbunmi. And you guys may not know, but I know from having trained Muay Thai for a couple of years that one of them is her actual name, which I think is Konklak Supasira. And
it's that one.
Yeah. And then Loma Lukbunmi would be the name of her gym, and a name that was assigned to her to create that name that ends in the name of her gym. So I think her gym where she trains would be Lukbunmi, and Loma would have some sort of a meaning. But she was training out of Buriram, Thailand at 28 years old. She's been a pro for 6 years, so started
Right
at
now,
22.
you guys, I'm just
she's got
listening
11
in
fights,
to-
so she's been, putting
I'm
on
just listening,
some, getting some action, but not
listening
too
in
much
to
mileage on her.
what they've got
Very
to
tough
say.
girl. She did lose to Lupe Godinez, which is aging well because
You
Lupe
listen
is
to all the
ragged
shit
all the
they're
girls with
saying.
the wrestling, as Danny and I spoke about a while back. And but other than that, she would be on a 5-fight losing streak, and if it weren't for a close loss to Angela Hill, she would be undefeated in the UFC. So she's got that kind of confidence. 5'1", a shorter strawweight, 115 pounds, and 28 years old, right there in her prime. Bruna Brazil is 30 years old, out of Brazil, the special one, with a record of 9-3 with 5 finishes. 5'6". Wow. So we have a huge height disparity here, with the 5'6" Bruna Brazil being kind of a bit of a thin and lanky strawweight, and the opposite for Loma. Bruna has had only 2 fights in the UFC. She lost to Denise Gomez, and there's no shame in that. Denise, although having just lost to Angela Hill, is a very tough girl. And then she did beat Shauna Bannon, who I think did come in with a bit of hype, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, out of Dublin, Ireland, the blonde, who came in with quite a bit of fanfare as an undefeated, good, tough girl, bringing the luck of the Irish in. And unfortunately, that luck appeared to have run out. Hopefully that garnered a bit of a laugh from some of you. But in any case, nevertheless, I would say they're going to make Loma or Conclac favorite here, perhaps 2-1. Let's take a look. And she is a 2 1/2 to 1 favorite. The females here, Danny, what do you think in this matchup?
Oh, Loma all day long. I love her. Absolute little pocket rocket. She is awesome. We love her. Amazing fighting spirit, great Muay Thai. I just can't pick against her. I think I did go back and have a quick look. Bruna did lose to Denise. Loma did beat Denise.
Right.
So purely on that basis, I've got to go Loma. How could you not? She's wonderful.
Yep, I love it. Great analysis as always. Mick, what do you think? How's the female power slap going, and what do you think of this one, Loma against Bruna, or no opinion?
Yeah, got nothing at this stage. I'm playing around with having one earbud on UF Combat and the other one on Mick, so get back to me.
You got it, mate. Will do, my friend. Chris, what do you think here? Give me the insightful, poetic version.
Real quick, because I'm going to mute myself while I pee. Loma by decision.
There we go. It was quite important. Appreciate that information, mate. There we go, Danny. I love that one. Yeah, we'll use these. Let's use these emojis here. Excellent. My mate over there in the fish and chips capital of quality food and London quality sightseeing. You mustn't go out at night for fear of getting stabbed. But other than that, London is great, right, Joshua?
Yeah, man, London's great.
Love it, my friend. Always love it. You know, I'm only goofing around here. I love London, and I could go for some fish and chips here, except you have to drive 200 kilometers to find a fish and chips shop. So, unfortunate for me, I can't get any. But Joshua, what do you think, mate, on this one, the women?
I love Bruna Brazil. I think she's beautiful. I hope she wins. I'm not gonna go against her. I think she's got some decent stand-up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the wrestling is quite shocking. But if she can keep it standing, I got Bruna all day.
Like it. She's got the reach. She'll definitely have the reach advantage. And the Brazilian girls are tough. Like, I think these girls realize that they're going to fight representing Brazil. They cannot be a slouch, because they'll probably have the regular Brazilian women kick the shit out of them on sight on the street if they can't fight and they're representing Brazil. So a lot of tough girls. 100% with you on that, Joshua. Let's move on to my man in the Cajun capital of Louisiana. Are you around New Orleans or You're in Slidell, aren't you?
No, Slidell is like if you come from Mississippi to Louisiana, you would hit Slidell first. I'm in River Ridge. It's next door to New Orleans. Like, New Orleans is the city, and River Ridge is the suburban part.
All right. Now, what goes on? Are they still having during Mardi Gras the girls standing up there in apartments topless, or is that something that doesn't really happen?
Oh, yes, of course it happens. Haven't you ever saw cops? I mean, they purposely wait there to arrest people who do indecent exposure. Unless you're on top of unless you're from the building, you can show up your tits, with all due respect. But if someone else tries to do it from down there, then you get arrested. I don't know. Anyway,
That's
the
just
fights.
some crazy shit.
Look, y'all spit facts here, but know this: Loma has medals in Muay Thai, both from Vietnam, Thailand, Sweden, Mexico, Burles. These are a total of 4 gold medals in Muay Thai. I've been knowing her since Invicta FC 27 when she won Fight at Night against Melissa Wang. She is Muay Thai decorated, and I see this woman. She's gonna win by decision. She's done before MMA. She did Muay Thai with a record of she even won a few belts in it, and get this, most of it's also by decision too. So if this fight goes a distance, I'm betting on Luma all day.
Okay, I'm not
God, I hope I'm not getting skipped over.
No, I'm thinking it was me. Can everybody else hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
I
I
can hear you,
now,
but
thank God.
unfortunately, I have some unfortunate news to share. Colin Crandall passed away today at the age of 86 years old. He didn't look a day over 90, and the MMA community all mourns his loss, as we'll have a moment of silence for Colin.
Michelle. Sorry, Colin. Are you back now? I can't hear him.
But Danny, if you want to take over the main pilot seat, as we,
I might move on. Yeah.
said,
So who are we
yeah.
up to next? So Daniel, I think we've heard from you. Chris, thank you so much for that. Josh, yes, we've heard. All nonsense. Sorry, don't know your name, so I'll just call you Keith Peterson. Keith Peterson.
It's actually Peace with a P.
Heath. All right, Peace. Over to you.
Yeah, Peace. Yeah. Hey, that's me. Loma, all day. Those Muay Thai
Damn.
chicks are fucking scary. She is 5'1". She is scrappy as all hell. I don't have enough information on Bruna to be able to gauge how her stand-up is gonna be.
Aw, shit. Bro, how the hell... Bro, what the hell just happened? Hold on, let me text Colin, see what happened. What happened? Hey, what happened to the... space? That is so weird. Bro, it just kicked us all out. It said it ended. Unless Colin ended it. I'm not sure. Holy shit. Not sure what happened. That was weird. We found 100 stranded abandoned dogs. Spent over $1 million to find. Oh my god. Yo, Jimmy is crazy. But hey, at least he's helping out and stuff. What the fuck happened? Dude, that was really weird. That was weird. Hold up, which... Oh, that, yeah, okay. Bro, what the hell? Let's go back and listen to it. Wait. Oh, it showed I joined it. What the hell? That is so weird.
I wonder if it's going to allow me to make two people co-host. I think it will, because Mick's
Cool.
going to be here, and I can make both of you co-hosts.
Awesome.
I'll be the
I think so.
co-hostess. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. Yeah, you'll be the co-hostess with the mostest.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll
That's
out
funny.
hostess. Big.
Yeah, different rooms to close windows here. All right. But over here.
Yeah, the small little buggers, they are
No.
so nasty.
Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure what the hell just happened, but it's whatever. I'll just have to go with it. Let's see what.
Because I can see the. Anyways, I'm gonna go play Southland District. I'm gonna go make a CSX train.
Anyway, guys, anybody still in chat? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Meanwhile, let me call Colin and see what happened. Because it ended. I don't know if he ended it or what.
You've reached 818-397-5587. Please leave your name, number, message, and
Seriously, it went straight to voicemail? God damn. Man, that's weird. Colin. Dude, that is so weird. How did that, what the hell, man? Bruh, that is so weird. Honestly, you guys, I'm not sure how that happened. Yeah, I'm not sure. No idea what the hell just happened. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'll just bring the chat down here and we can talk amongst each other. Bro, Tony, god damn it, the hell's wrong with you? I'm not supposed to be showing VR's stuff on anybody. Oh, why, bro? Why does my chat keep doing that? There we go. I want to do that. I want to. No. Dude, honestly, I don't know what the hell happened. Oh my god. Bro. Hold on, let's go to my profile. Dude, that is so weird. Hold up, who? Oh, okay. Bro, I knew something was up. Bro, I knew something was up. Okay. Thanks. Me know. Oh, I did not want to open Twitch. What the hell just happened? Bro, everything just fucking closed on me. What the fuck? God damn it. Seriously. Oh, there we go. There it is. Bro, what the hell? Alright, I'm in. Colin's in. Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, well, let's fucking polish this shit out then, I guess.
That's good. Can we add all those
Share-
people back in?
We'll just have to share them in. Like, share it on a post.
Yeah.
When Colin gets in, because obviously he has the bulk of it all, should be able to get them in. But I think I got pretty much all of them as well. So.
not sure what happened.
Awesome. Alright, we've got Trevor back. Hello. Hang on. How do I invite you to speak? I'm not a co-host. I can't help you, Mick. You're driving.
Fucking Jesus Christ. I suppose it is a male's job to drive.
Bro, Twitter Space.
I don't know about that, mate. I could take you. Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
Oh, please.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
fucking hell. You know, Melbourne is one of the biggest drug capitals in Australia, so yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
understand your delusional shit.
I know. I've been out on the racetrack a few times. I love it.
Damn.
All right, hang on, I don't even know how to make you we've got another request.
Click on my profile on there and see if it gives you
Oh,
options.
here's Colin. Colin's come in now.
Colin's in.
Hang on, where are we? What are we doing? Okay. What the fuck am I doing?
You need to make us co-host.
Yeah, how?
Colin will know. Colin, are you back?
Yes, I am back.
Hey, put yourself on mute. Stop talking.
So you need to, Mick, you need to press on my picture and Danny's picture, and it'll say invite to co-host, and then do that.
Okay. The problem is, though, if I put my...
Okay, there we go. Well, that was so weird.
It's not my favorite topic, right? But it's fine.
Really?
It's fine.
I love it.
It's not your favorite topic.
Girls are the best. Fantastic. Okay, so I invited Jason, and I think I've invited the other guys here. I think, but we can keep on doing.
Oh
that, see if
my
we can
God,
get some more
Colin!
people
I
back
love.
here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. For some reason, space has fucking ended, so...
Well, no, my phone
what
died.
the hell?
My phone had died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let me see. Okay, I'm inviting some more people here. That was a bit of a miscue. I guess I wasn't paying attention to that this time as much as I should have been. So that's my bad. So let's see if we can get some more people in here. I'm inviting it. Just I don't know why it
going on.
is not giving us
Let's see.
giving me a chance to invite all the people that I want. Okay, Trevor, no, we can't hear you at all. Okay.
What the
all right,
hell?
so why don't we get back to where we need to get back to, and hopefully our other good friends will jump back in here.
Let me click on my
and we get Aussie should jump in here. Jason, any second. Bloody mess. Sorry about that,
What
guys.
the hell?
And it's funny because I thought they would keep it going and at least give me like 5 minutes to get back on, but they did not after all. So, well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can get some more people on here in the meantime, and then we'll go back
How
and
can I
and
change
do
my
what we've
mic?
got to do. I'm optimistic. Maybe we can
Hold on,
can
guys.
get more people here. But the only thing is, they might not recognize that that I'm not. They might not recognize that I'm not hosting it.
Are you shitting me? Look at the fucking face on the profile. That is
Yeah,
you.
that's true. Yeah, I know.
Well,
Okay.
this is why we need to start promoting UF Combat.
Yes, because if they don't
so then-
recognize it, they may not jump.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
And this is what we need to do to build the thing. So I don't know, maybe in the future start doing it through UF Combat, and that way it's just a fixture of it all, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna there we go.
Or
Now I got-
either that, or I start hosting as UF Combat, and then I just add you guys as co-hosts, and UF Combat doesn't have to say a damn word. So
Yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Hold on,
Let's see if we can
guys.
get Jason in here with better reception, and then hopefully we can get some other people here. We started at an early hour, and it's still relatively early here at 8 p.m. on this coast. And so,
Well, if we get everyone just to share it onto the timeline, maybe they'll come back in. I think I've already done it, but I'll just do it again.
Yeah, I've done it as well.
Holy fuck!
What?
That was a fucking slap in a.
Don't get too much of a chub on, mate.
Oh, too late. This is now 2 foot long. Holy fuck! Anyway, okay.
All right, I'm sending some more invites out, and I know Jason's probably still trying to get reception here, and then we can get back to where we were, and hopefully get a whole bunch of people here. It's funny.
I'm gonna mute myself. Sorry, I have to mute myself because that was just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
that is like, holy shit! You could get what's her name, Kim Kardashian. One of her butt cheeks would have left the room on that slap. It was so fucking hard. That was awesome. All right, I'm muting myself.
Cool. All right, brother. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get back in on this, and we can't get Jason in because I think his reception is still bad. I'll try one more time to send you something, Jason, but I think he's going to grab it when his reception is good enough. That's for sure.
Gonna work?
All right, and so inviting a bunch of people here, and
let me text Colin.
We will hopefully have a bunch more people come in. It's interesting because we usually go on a Friday, and we started plenty early at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. at night East Coast time. So on a Friday night, everyone should have been perfectly good with that start time, unless you're going to bed at 10 p.m. on a Friday night. But who does that? I don't know anyone that does that. But nevertheless, okay, good. We got Justin back. We'll bring Justin in here, and
I don't think
then
Colin would know.
Basically, hopefully,
I'll
get
look
some
up a
more
YouTube
people
video.
in here, and then hopefully we can be rocking. And nevertheless, let's get to this as soon as I send maybe one more thing here out, and then see if we get a whole bunch of people jumping in. All right, let's do it. Let's resume where we were after the women, and now let's get into, I think, the main card. All right, and the main card is, no, that is not going to be on the main card, nor is that. We're nowhere near that. So Timothy Kawamba and Bolaji Oki, no idea who those guys are. Trevin Giles, a tough guy against Carlos Freitas, but not significant. Let's go to the main card, and this is a very interesting fight. Indeed, two fighters that are absolutely on the come up. Rodolfo Vieira, the multiple-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, the black belt hunter, and he is fighting out of Fusion XL Performance. Very tough guy. Hey, there's my man there, Bucky. Let's bring in Bucky here. And anyway, Rodolfo Vieira is 9-2 in the UFC. He did lose to Chris Curtis, and he did lose to Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. And then he did win 4 fights in the UFC against Oscar Pichota, Saparbek Safarov, Dustin Stoltzfus, and Cody Brundage. If he beats you, he usually submits you. And at 34 years old, a little bit older, but not too bad for one of the higher weight classes at 185. This is a very, very important fight for both men. The black belt hunter from Brazil at 5'11", 185 is going against the taller Armenian Armen Petrosyan at 6'2", 185, with an identical record of 9-2, and also a very good winning record in the UFC of 3-1, only losing to Caio Borralho, who's been killing it, and that was indeed a competitive fight. So this is an interesting one. I'm going to imagine they're going to make Petrosyan maybe a slight favorite, but perhaps not. Let's find out. And in this fight, and the main card, here we go, and they have Armen Petrosyan as the slight underdog. So this is going to be a really good fight. You know what? I'll go first on this one. Actually, Mick, do you have an opinion, since your icon there of the other picture of me is first? Have a prediction on
No, sorry, mate. Main event, power slap. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I'll be back.
No problem, mate. Okay, so this is a really good fight. Vieira is a really good jiu-jitsu guy who's fixed his cardio problem. He's got some punching, a little bit of a shorter fighter for 185, but not tremendously at 5'11". And he's got a good chance here, especially if he ends up on top. But Armen Petrosian went up against a naturally bigger man who's also a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy in Caio Borralho and didn't get submitted by him. And in fact, Armen Petrosian has never been submitted by anybody. And he has a 67% finish rate with 6 knockouts out of his 9 wins. Rodolfo Vieira, on the other hand, has 100% finish rate when he wins, with 8 submissions and 1 KO. However, usually when he wins, it's by submission. He's fighting a man who's never been submitted, and this one could go either way. I like both guys a lot. Both guys are winning fighters, and the winner should enter the top 10. I'm going to go with the Armenian Armen Petrosian, but this is going to be a cracker of a fight. Danny, what do you think in this one?
Don't have too much to offer analysis-wise on this one. I'm going to edge Rodolfo a little bit purely because he looked really bloody strong on the scales when I watched the weigh-ins this morning. I think Armen looked a little bit off, but yeah, look, I'm just going to go with Rodolfo. He's an absolute tank of a beast the way that he's built, so I do appreciate you probably edging the other way. That's it. That's all I've got. Not much on that one, Colin.
Well, he would be a man that wouldn't be afraid to eat a Vegemite fit sandwich, probably, would he?
Well, I don't know about that. You've got to be a special individual for that. Not sure he's got those chops, but we don't know.
I love it. I love it, Danny. Mick is watching Power Slap. Both Mick icons, and Jason can't talk because he doesn't have any reception. And I think Justin may be with his kids. Justin, if I'm wrong, grab the speakership. Otherwise, we will proceed on. And hopefully people will jump in.
Hey, Colin.
Yes, Mick.
I want to know if you'd be interested in investing in a Vegemite strip club.
Yeah, I love it. Well,
you love the Vegemite, so I want to know about smearing Vegemite all over women and men or whatever, even dwarfs. Love that.
Well, that could be brilliant. But how about this? Would there be a market for watching the girls that are dancing eating Vegemite as they dance? How about that?
I believe they call that scat.
Brilliant. That's a great reaction from Danny. All right, continuing on. We shall proceed. It's too bad we lost our London connection. Bloody hell. He's gone off to eat more fish and chips. Got to take a break from those fish and chips once in a while. Listen, anyway, moving on. We are going to move on here to Michael Johnson and Darius Flowers. You know the saying now, everyone wants to get their flowers. I don't know if you all know that. It's not only the women, Danny, that are trying to get their flowers. Now apparently men are trying to get their flowers as well as some sort of meaning reward for their efforts. So will Darius pull off the victory here against the veteran, or will veteran Michael Johnson indeed get his flowers? He is indeed slightly favored, pardon the pun, and let's examine these two combatants, if you will. Michael Johnson has been in the UFC nearly as long as I've been alive, not quite, but he's been in the UFC, I think, for perhaps 15 years, which is quite unusual. Let me see. His first UFC fight was 2010, 14 years, and started out quite well, and as he's got older, a bit more losses, but he's fought everyone there is to fight. His last fight coming up a bit short in a great cracker of a fight against Diego Ferreira nearly 1 year ago, 37 years old, 5'10", 155. A record of 21-19. Bloody hell, as you mates would say. He's nearly in danger of going 500 if he continues to lose. And but he's got a 53% win finish rate. And he really wants to continue. He's out of Killcliff with a great school there. And he is going. There we go. My mate is back from England. Let's bring him. There we go. And then we have Darius Flowers, the man fighting out of Mason City, Iowa, with a 12-6 rate, 12-6 record. So one man with 40 MMA fights, and the other man with only 18 MMA fights. 29 years old against 37 years old. However, the 29-year-old with not a great deal of UFC experience. One fight, actually. He's 1-0 in the UFC. a bit more of a finisher. He's got a 75% finish rate. He's going to try to go into beast mode against the Menace. And I'm going to go with the veteran, the Menace here, maybe voting with my heart a bit, but I'm going to go Michael the Menace Johnson. And as they used to say in the late 80s, as long as you're not thinking with the wrong Johnson, he should be doing quite well here. Danny, your thoughts?
Yeah, that's very funny. The other Johnson, sorry, I had to chuckle about that.
Thank you. I'm glad you like that one.
That was a good one. Yeah, I got Johnson here as well. And the biggest reason, I guess, in my mind for that is Flowers' last loss was Jake Matthews. Jake is, I'd love to say, an amazing contender from Australia, but he makes a lot of mistakes, right? So, and I don't think he's looked incredible in the last couple of showings. Johnson has the experience, I think, and I think that gets him through here. And the reason I think, like looking at Magny was going back a week or two ago, and just seeing that kind of coming out to play. Flowers got done by Jake. I just don't see how Michael loses. So not too much science behind that. That's my gut feel.
Appreciate that. Always astute analysis.
All
My
right,
man
I'm
from
going
England, thank you for coming back. I was feeling sad, feeling that London had left the house or whatever that thing was, London calling. And I was trying to call London, but I was receiving no bloody response until right now. Joshua, welcome back. Mate, what do you think of this fight?
Thank you for welcoming me back, man. I want to leave you. I got Michael Johnson. I think I don't see why he would lose this fight. I mean, he does lose fights he's meant to win, but I feel like he should definitely win this fight. I'm not sure how, but I just want him to get the win.
Me too. He's worked so hard. He came up in a weight class that became one of the most competitive weight classes in years, essentially right as he was coming up or shortly after. And he's just fought everyone there is to fight. I mean, look at these names. Diego Ferreira himself is a great fighter. Mark Diakese from England, and then he fought Clay Guida, Thiago Moises, Josh Emmett when he went down and weight briefly. Andre Fili, Darren Elkins, Justin Gaethje, Habib Nurmagomedov, Dustin Poirier, Nate Diaz, Beneil Dariush. Just so many really, really tough fighters.
Instagram, Twitter.
And, I think that he can get by this man, Darius Flowers, and go and get the flowers that are so deserved. Would you agree, Chris?
It's alive. The reports of Colin Crandall's death have been greatly exaggerated.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I was going to say we lost you too soon, but in your case, maybe you stuck around a year or two too long. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah.
As they say, fuck around and find out, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what my preferred pronouns are. So.
Yes, mine too. Thank you. Continue. What do you think of this fight, brother?
I don't know what fight we're discussing.
Darius
come
Flowers
back to me
Michael
last.
Johnson. Does Johnson get his flowers in this case? Or
yeah. Johnson gets his flowers. Sure.
I love it. Fantastic. All right. So now, since we still can't get a microphone on either Aussie Fight Fan with that Hawaiian spirit, everyone likes a great Hawaiian punch. This is probably a drink that they do not have in Australia, or am I wrong on that, Danny?
Application.
I think you can get that. You can. I'm pretty sure.
It's very tasty. Quite tasty. A nice Hawaiian punch.
It's just juice with vodka. That's all it is.
Is that it?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, this is so fucking annoying. For some reason, fucking thing's not working. What the fuck? God damn it. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna join in from my phone. I'm gonna join in from my phone for now. Because this is really pissing me off. What the fuck? This is annoying. So I'm gonna join on my phone. Listen to them on my phone. Until I try to get this shit figured out.
He will talk back to you. I've had many conversations with him, and so forth. He's a genuine nice guy. He's not one of these UFC fighters that, yeah, give me 1 million followers and I'm not going to fucking talk to you. Robocop is actually a genuine nice guy. That's cool. I like it. I'm a fan of him.
I gotta do my fucking login info on my Play Store. Alright, I'm gonna close my desktop Twitter and try and get this shit working on here. Cause it's so annoying when it doesn't work with me properly. Bro, what the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ.
Still on his fucking back. He ain't getting up. They're trying to help him up, and it's like, yeah, big mouth fucking hero, fucker. You're a fucker.
Alright, hold on, guys.
Now I'm happy. Now let's go with that. Let's move on to our main over there in London. Over there, are you on the south side of London as we speak, Joshua?
I'm in the middle. I'm not in the middle. No, I'm like southeast. No, southwest. I'm southwest.
Very cool. Now, what's the thought about RoboCop bars?
I do have RoboCop, but I'm gonna be so like, it's one of those fights where like we were talking about the Bruno Ferreira fight. I just don't want to see RoboCop get clipped and put down. I want to see him succeed and just, you know, do his thing, rush forward and get knockouts.
Agreed. I really think he's just a super cool guy. It's good to hear from Nick that he's in first of all. A lot of contact with the guy. Steve did stuff on COVID there. It's fun. Nick, that's obviously again RoboCop just Jason still keeps me. Unlike Colin Crandall, I mean, I tried contacting him for 6 months and he wouldn't speak to me. He wouldn't follow me back. He's just an asshole.
Alright, there we are, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and join in from here. we go. Microphone.
Up that every
There we are. Leave off my
like an
phone.
accountant. He had these
Now we're
wire
on
rimmed
here,
round
you guys.
glasses. He wasn't a little guy. He was about 6 feet tall and maybe 200 some pounds, something about I think about
Shit, I
your
don't even
size,
know.
Mick. And so he wasn't a small man, but he very unassuming. He had this haircut, this kind of straight old.
You calling me a small man, motherfucker?
Never would.
Damn.
Never would. No, big man. But nevertheless, he was smaller than a lot of the guys he'd compete against, and he would beat these guys in arm wrestling like in a matter of a second or two, and just consistently. And I remember thinking, this guy literally looks like a nerdy accountant, and he could have hustled a lot of people in bars and pubs by someone saying, well, I bet my accountant here could beat you. Go over to the biggest guys, because compared to the biggest guys, he wasn't a big guy. And he just, but it was amazing. And his name was John Brezink Jr. I think he had something like 235 wins versus 8 or 10 losses. And most of them came in his older years. But very unassuming. He literally looked like someone's younger brother who was a nerdy accountant. And they'd set him up against some huge guy, and they go 1-2 go, and within half a second, the guy's arm, the other guy's arm was on the ground. I remember when I first saw him compete, he beat a guy named Johnny Walker, who had been the champ for years, and Walker was just smashing everybody. Super intense guy, and John Brezink was like 21 years old, looked like someone's nerdy brother, and he went against the champion, beat him in half a second. And I remember people were saying, so wait a second, what the hell just happened? Really strange. But look him up. He's actually considered one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time. Anyway, so this time, though, we don't have John Brezink. We have Robert Brezek against Ihor Potieria.
Okay, I've just muted everyone because I can, because I'm the host.
Yes.
So, Colin, get in your lane.
Yes.
Now I'll unmute everyone. I just wanted to do it because, well, I can.
I love it, mate. Yes, we will do it. We'll straighten out and straighten up and fly right.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. I love amusing myself.
Damn.
I love it. You're the best. You're the best.
Oh, now my mic
All
wants
right,
to work.
moving on.
God
Cut me,
damn.
They say, cut me, Mick. Who's got that background? Trevor?
Not me.
Mute yourself. Trevor, mute yourself. Trevor.
Hey, Danny, it's too early for vibrators, all right?
No. Oh,
It's never too
how dare
early,
you.
Mick. Never too early, mate.
Exactly. I love that. Anyway, let's continue on. So we have, first of all, why the hell, all respect to both of these men, because they could both easily beat me in a fist fight of any kind. But why do we have Robert Brezek in his UFC debut facing Ihor Potieria, who has a UFC record of 1-3, and they're the co-main event? This is something is bloody off on this one, as I think my mate in England would say, Joshua. But I don't understand how this can be. This has to be. This cannot be the. No, it's not the. Yeah, this is the co-main event. They really might as well put me against Mick in the co-main event then. If they're going to put these guys, I think we ought to complain, Mick, because you and me may be quite a bit better fighters than Ihor Potieria and Robert Brezek, but I wouldn't say that to their face, as Chris would second me on that one. Let's,
Mate, you do BJJ. I'm just a street fighter. I'm quite happy to kick you in the fucking balls and then stomp on your head. That's the Australian way.
There we go. That's the old rule. That's the old skill set. I love it. All right. Well, let's break this down nonetheless. Ihor Potieria is out of, where is he out of? He's out of the Ukraine, the bloody place that's getting a bunch of money undeserved, as my British friends would hopefully.
Don't start that fucking shit politics crap,
no
Colin.
Politics. No bloody politics here, right, mate? Sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, so we have Ihor Potieria coming in with a statement: we've not got enough money from the Americans for the Ukraine. I need to secure a bit more. And I think we have Mr. Brezek here out of Poland who's going to say, no, mate, we have to get some money from United States here from Poland, coming out of the Octagon Fighting Championship. 12 finishes out of 17. Who the hell wins this fight? No one has any idea. I will go for Mr. Brzek out of Poland, making his UFC debut to take the Ihor out of the Poteria, as my friend Chris might say. We will go on to Mick. Any thoughts on that?
Well, you see, you pronounce it Ihor.
Ihor. Someone's whore.
See,
Right?
in Australia, we call it "you are a whore."
I love it.
Actually, I quite like him. It's going to be a fucking banger. Oh, hoping it's going to be a banger, but yeah, I'm a whore. I think he's going to win. I think it might go.
Well, isn't he? He's a bloody
I think it might go the distance. To be honest, I think they're going to bang, bang, bang. But yeah, I reckon it might go the distance.
That's it. Well, I think it could be a good one. In a battle of the whores, who wins this, Danny?
Actually going Robert. So Ihor looked, yeah, sorry, Mick.
Funny
I'm sorry.
you said
I have
that.
to I know. Ihor looked absolutely shocking on the scale. He looked disgusting. He missed weight by 2.5 pounds, I believe. Did he or did he not take this on short notice was the other thing in my head. Could it have been a catch weight? He did not look healthy when I saw that this morning. Robert looked great shape, great form. He's got a decent record. I don't see how Ihor gets that done. Sorry, guys.
No problem. I appreciate that, Danny. My mate Joshua in England. What is the view from British MMA experts?
Ihor's trying to make middleweight. That's
He did,
crazy.
yeah. And he
That
missed
is
by 2.5.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna win this fight. I think they're punishing him for doing that dance on who was it, Rua or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knocked him out and did a dance on him. I think the UFC are still punishing him because they're mad at him, innit? So they want to see him get knocked out. He showed a lot of heart in his last fight. I gained a lot of respect for him. He really stuck in there and really tried to win. But yeah, man, that weight cut was looking rough. And this guy, he's no slouching. I just looked at his record. His last 4 fights, he's got a finish. So
yeah, he lives
taking
by the
Robert.
sword. Yeah, he lives by the sword, you could say. And for my Aussie friends, you could say that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Add something.
And Ihor is about to get knifed, I think. Chris, what do you?
I mean, they're everywhere.
Yes, they are indeed.
Well, you're a journalist. It's not going to be like professional courtesy. But anyway.
Nope, that is true.
Oh,
Let's go to
okay.
my nephew here, Trevor. What do you think in this one? Robert, Brysick, Brzak, or you got to stop the feedback, Trevor. I'm going to have to boot you. Trevor,
Oh my God, Colin.
Danny, stop it already.
Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just sent. Let me do my.
maybe at one point a ways back, but no, looks like mostly featherweight. Very tough guy, 33 years old, so they're about the same age. 32 for Ige. Um, Ige, I think, has fought the better competition. Ige has fought everyone, all these double tough guys. So Andre's fought some tough guys. Let's see what he's done. He did lose to Nathaniel Wood, a very tough British fighter. And then he has fought Bryce Mitchell. Also, Charles Jourdain, Sadiq Youssef. You know, I think the level of competition for Ige has been better, and I think Ige has done a bit better against that level. Great fighter, though, out of Team Alpha Male. So we've got Uriah Favors Gym against Eric Nixick's Gym Extreme Couture. They're going to have to make Dan Ige probably a 2-1 favorite here. And indeed, he is nearly that. I got Dan Ige in this one. It should be a good fight. Andre is such a tough guy. He's really going to want to wrestle Ige, and he does have 56% win rate with 13 finishes out of 23 wins, and Dan with 10 wins out of 17. So similar finish rate. Should be a really good fight. They've both been in the game for so long. It's funny. I would have thought they were older. Dan Ige at 32 turned pro 10 years ago at 22. So he's been in this game for a long time, with his first UFC fight 6 years ago in 2018. And Andre Touchy-Feely at 33 years old has been a pro MMA fighter for 14 years. So even started younger at 19, and he's been in the UFC since 2013. Got to go Dan Ige. Andre's going to make it tough, though. He's going to have to wrestle. But I think he could possibly get stopped here by Dan Ige. What do you think, Danny?
I don't know if I'm completely out of line here, but I think the caliber is a bit different. I'd agree. Ige's had far more high caliber talent, I guess, in terms of the last fights. Andre is lots of fun. He's got an incredibly fun style. He's great to watch, but curious matchup for me, to be honest. Like, is this a reward for Andre? Is it not? And I think he actually did an interview recently where he said that he felt that this was a reward for his previous performances, so he's not going to take that lightly. So he's going to have a great mindset coming in. I don't see how Ige loses unless he's off his game.
Good point, Danny, and I agree with that. Good stuff. Chris, what do you think? Dan Ige, 50K against Andre Touchy-Feely.
Yeah, I do love the touchy-feely nickname, but I don't have touchy-feely feelings about his outcome for this fight.
No.
Give me Danny Ige by decision because his opponent is tough.
That is true. A lot of touch. Now, Joshua, do the English birds allow guys to be touchy-feely at will over there in London?
No.
That's the answer. That's what I expected. Doesn't quite work over there. Is it true that they say the British women aren't the friendliest of girls there, or is that not fair?
You know, they're manly. I'll tell you that. Like, they're aggressive as well. Like, you gotta get them. It gets a lot to get to the feminine side of them, but it's there. But they are pretty aggressive, man. Even just talking to them, they'll say "yo" to you. You're like, what?
Yeah. They don't take any shit. Danny, how do you compare the British girls with the Australian girls? Australian girls are a bit more fun-loving and easygoing. Would you agree?
Yes, on face value, but I think we're more like the shark or the terror underneath. And I think the British lasses are probably hard on the outside and beautiful on the inside. I'd love to hear Mike's mixed perspective on that. But having an English husband, I don't know. I think we're pretty tough underneath. But love the girls over there. Shout out.
I love it. Fantastic. Joshua, what do you think of this fight? Dan Ige, Andre Feely.
Ooh, I got Dan Ige. I do have Dan Ige. I just have him winning. I'm not sure how, but I don't want him to win by knockout. I want him to win by decision or submission. But I got Dan.
Yeah, I think so too. Mick, what do you think?
the hell? I thought I was already following Colin. Okay, there we go. Now I can follow him. Okay, why is this doing this to me? This is so annoying. Peace. Okay, why the fuck am I not hearing them? This is so annoying. They're just like calling no vote. Oh, I'm having so many issues. I'm having technical issues. It's so damn annoying.
Refer to the aforementioned fighter as Herm. So we've got Herm here and against Joseph Pfeiffer. Hermanson, Pfeiffer, the matchup we've all been waiting for. Who's been waiting for that? Yes, no, we've all been waiting for it. The Joker. And in Sweden, men love to be called the Joker. This is a quite popular nickname I've learned in Sweden, the Joker. I'm not sure why. And he is out of Uddevalla, Sweden. And I know that's exactly where we were all going to vacation, our panel, Jason, Danny, Mick, and I. Weren't we going to go to Uddevalla, Sweden, Danny, or was I mistaken about that?
100%. If we get to see the Northern Lights and get some culture in, I am in.
Yes, I love it. And I think they may have an actual live performance for the people from ABBA. Although I know that they are grandmothers and grandfathers now, I still would not mind. Wait, no, one of them dead. One of them is dead now. Yeah, I think Frida died. So it would be Bjorn, Benny, and Agneta. And they're all 80 years old. But I would still want to watch them sing some of those classic songs from my childhood. Never mind that. Anyway, moving on. as we have Jack the Joker Hermansson, 35 years old, 6'1", 185. It's funny because he's known as a submission expert, but he's got more KOs than submissions. He's actually got a 74% stoppage rate with 11 KOs and 6 subs out of 23 wins, 8 losses. And he has been a pro MMA fighter since 2010, 14 years. He was 21 years old when he started. Now he's 35 years old. He's fought many, many times in the UFC for the last 8 years. And lately it's been win one, lose one. He beat Jacare, lost to Jared Cannonier, beat Kelvin Gastelum with that heel hook, lost to Marvin Vettori, beat Edmund Shabazian, lost to Sean Strickland by a split decision, which was quite close, beat Chris Curtis, and lost to Roman Dolidze, with that last fight being over a year ago. So he has been out of action for about 14 months. And his opponent, Joseph Pyfer, the man out of The Ultimate Fighter, the man with the buzz around him, the intense American, USA, out of Medina, Pennsylvania. The 27-year-old has a record of 12-2 with 11 finishes. So when he fights you, if he wins, he beats you. Only someone named Derek Wilson and the CES organization went to decision with him. This is going to be only his 4th UFC fight, and he has stopped all 3 of his UFC opponents, Alan Amidovsky, Gerald Meerschaert, and Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Really good wrestler, big, strong kid. Definitely fighting a man with way more experience than him. But I think the wrestling is going to possibly be enough. You never know, though. Hermansson, as I always call him, Herm, might give him a hard time here. But I think so much momentum behind the American body bags, Joseph Pyfer. He's got to be careful here or else he can be stopped. And I'm going to go Pyfer, though. But the Swede is a tough guy, the Joker. Hopefully the joke is going to be on Pyfer. I know Chris would like that one. But Mick, what do you think? And my man from Australia, the man who shall be known as the King of Queensland.
You're only saying that shit because I got your photo on my avatar right now.
How do you know?
And I can't get on my other one. So, no, I think Jack's going to do it. I know there's a lot of hype behind Pyfer, but man, the guy's got some awesome tattoos. Fuck, you can't go past that shit. Yeah. No, I think Jack will. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to be either submission or just going all the way through. Yeah, I got Jack.
I appreciate it.
By the way,
Danny, let me ask.
Hang on.
Yes.
Hey, Trevor, can you hear us now?
You can't see.
There we go. Bro, what the hell? This always happens to me.
Answer, Mick, is fuck no. Aussie.
Australian pride, is that it?
Yeah, absolutely. Mickey, get that. I hope you back me on that one.
She would be tasseling the fuck out of it.
No fucking chance, mate. Not to disrespect, but no, loaded question.
I hear it. That's okay. I admire that. Proud Australian. Speaking of which, the proud female Australian on the panel here. Main event here. What do you think? This is like an interesting one. Age against experience in every way, pretty much.
I've got so many thoughts on this, and in fact, I'm going to introduce another question, Colin, to the rest of the panel after me. So I've got to probably go Joe. He's got the momentum. He's got the hype. I think he gets it done. Like, I like Hermansson. Like, he is good. The way that he locked up the leg lock, heel hook, or whatever the hell it was with Gastelum was pretty exciting. Yeah, but he's got a checkered record, right? Like, it's always like, again, like the Jake Matthews thing, you make the mistakes, you're going to get caught. And I think Joe's going to come out hungry. He's been in the media. He's hyper-aggressive. He's all over his shit. But what I'd like to ask the group as well, as you're going around that next question, Joe Pyfer is actually getting his first UFC headline appearance literally after 3 UFC fights, and he's dated Contender Series debut. Bo Nickel is the other one that's the up-and-comer, right? So he's booked to fight Cody Brundage shortly at UFC 300. Yep. Which one of them has got more hype? This is interesting from the UFC perspective. It appears that almost every ranked middleweight contender at the moment has a fight booked, except for about 3. So, outside of choosing Joe versus Jack, who's got the highest ceiling between Joe and Bo? Because I think that's going to be an interesting narrative that plays out post this fight.
Very well said, Danny. I appreciate that. We're going to go to you for your segment after we get opinions on this. My Aussie, who can't get a connection here, has said there's a lot of flyers, long shot flyers. So I think Aussie definitely feels there's value in betting on a bunch of long shots on this card, and we can't get the connection to him. He feels
I just tried phoning him, and it's ringing, but he ain't answering.
That's what happens when you're driving in the Outback, Jason. Nevertheless, I don't know what's going on there. There was a secret mission, and this was quite undercover and inconspicuous. And don't tell anyone else. The trip to the Outback has gone well, and successful reports. Just that the phone connection doesn't work.
It was basically taking Conor McGregor out to the Outback and burying the fucking useless prick. There you go. Sorry, I shouldn't have spilled it, but you've heard it here first.
Yep, exactly. But we've never mentioned Jason's last name because we don't know it, so he can't be traced to this this amazing plot to dispose of the famous Irishman. Nevertheless, Chris, what do you think in this? We've just put in all of your great, colorful observations and left you out. I'm sorry about that.
No need to apologize. Give me Joe Pfeiffer. And not only is it not going to require the championship rounds, it's not going to go halfway through the 5 rounds, and it's not even going to make it out into the second round. Joe Pfeiffer way out on a limb in the first round.
Nice, I like it. So Joshua, as they say, is the old saying similar to something like, in the end, we all have to pay the piper. What do you think?
I want to see that power. I want to see the power they're talking about breaking Francis Ngannou's punch record, all of that, all of this. Yes. I want to see it.
Exactly. I think if he doesn't show up and hit hard, we need to force him to eat some day-old fish and chips with extra vinegar. Wouldn't you agree?
Nah, that's a treat right there. You got to feed him something American, something. What, like a burger and fries.
There we go. A day-old burger and fries. I'm with you, mate. All right, Trevor, we'll give my nephew here a bloody last shot here. Trevor, can you say something without having feedback that sounds like...
Well,
go ahead, Trevor.
God damn. Okay, what the hell?
Of course not.
No, he's still in the toilet doing...
God damn it.
All right, we are going to move to a tremendous segment,
my mic keeps
which is
fucking
Danny's observations. And the lovely Danny, representing the greatest women in the world, Australian women, is going to give some thoughts and maybe have some questions for the panel and some thoughts about what's going on with some Australian MMA fighters, perhaps MMA boxers. Before. And I know that hopefully you haven't forgotten this segment was coming, Danny. I think you haven't. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well,
I'm hoping I'm not going to make a name for myself.
Hey, Danny, we can't hear you. Get the pillow off your face.
Danny.
Can you hear now? I've had
no,
to
go ahead.
Is that better? Yeah? Good. Okay. Yep. All right, so I feel like it's been a fairly quiet week in MMA news and media, particularly on X, until Mr. Alex Volkanovski dropped that incredible video, literally 24 hours ago. I mean, everybody's been wondering and thinking about UFC 300, what's the main event, tickets are going on sale. We've got the Nina meme trending around, oil me up, Dana. It had been pretty boring until that point. Now, what I guess I found really interesting about this is Ilia Topuria has been out in the media hard around his upcoming title fight with Volkanovski. He is allegedly making a movie that he plans to release once he wins the belt, which is around the road to the belt. He's also got the mayor of Madrid coming out and talking about how they're going to host a really, really large card in Spain, which sounds incredible. The thing that I found most interesting is he's literally come out and slated Holloway, Ortega, and Rodriguez to say, well, as soon as I get the belt, I'm not even going to defend against you guys. You're basically a bunch of chumps. So I was surprised that Alex hadn't kicked back from a media perspective, because normally as a fighter you would want to have some sort of a right of response, and he drops the video. So I guess the first question I've got for all of you before I kind of kick on, did you all see the video? Because it is trending like mad.
Absolutely, and when you showed it to me, I reposted it. It was absolutely it was hilarious. I loved it. It was
100%.
fantastic. I don't know. Everyone's got their views on Ilya and all that kind of crap. Blah blah blah. No one's going to beat Volkanovski at his weight. Nobody. There is nobody. The best have tried and the best have lost. And after the Ortega fight, where he was getting choked out, like that shit was fucking deep as fuck, and he still got out of it. No one's going to beat him. No one.
No, he did. And I thought there was some marketing genius in that. So Joshua or Chris, have you seen that video?
I have not seen the video.
Oh, I'm going to have to send you the link. Anyway, so basically, I'll just give you that short rundown. Volkanovski is addressing the question around, am I too old? So there's that notion out there that any champion over 35, 36 typically will lose, particularly in a title
The
fight.
video of Volk being old, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. Now, I absolutely love that.
That was jokes.
Clapback. It is amazing, and it is genius in my mind. And I wanted to understand from everyone, what are your thoughts around that? Because Volk has not come out in the media and said anything disparaging against Ilya. But then you've released that video, which has gone viral. There's so many comments now going, well, I thought I was on Team Superior. I'm Volk now. This is the funniest thing. And not only that, you're a better actor than Conor McGregor in Roadhouse. Hilarious. What do you think, Joshua?
Joshua, go ahead.
I think it's really interesting. I like that because no one really does this in the UFC. Like, everyone does their little gimmicks and these things here and there to get their fight going. But this is because he did it. He tinkered a little bit when he did the WWE with
Whittaker. Yep.
Yeah, with Whittaker. And she's like, yeah, you can see that little acting side in Volkanovski. I'm really interested in it. I want to see where he goes with this.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. Chris, I'm so upset you haven't seen it yet. Because I guess the other thing I was going to put out to the group is there is a lot of Australian cultural references in that video as well. And I'm not sure at an international level, does it land? Were there any, questions or what the fuck is he doing? I mean, everybody's got a Beverly. The lady that ends up yelling at him going, oh, get back in the hexagon or whatever the hell she said. Everybody's crazy.
Was the pot of tomatoes, the tomatoes tinned up or something? Was that something Australian?
Yeah, but I think we all have a neighbour like that, or a grandmother that you're embarrassed to go out with, right?
Yep. Now let me ask you something, Danny. If and I'm all team Volkanovski on this also. I interviewed him in person just prior to when he beat and after him defeating Max Holloway for the title. It's a good memory, good guy, and so I'm all for him. But if this is a two-part question, Danny, for you, if somehow Topuria were to win, would you agree to move to Madrid? And how good is your Spanish?
No, I'd slit my throat. No, absolutely. Aussie pride runs too hard.
I love
absolutely not. Sorry, Colin.
Okay, Colin, for you to even suggest that he will lose, we can't be friends anymore. No, sorry, we can't be any. We cannot be friends anymore.
I
Hell no.
botched it again. I botched it again. Oh, I don't mean it. I know I'm all Volkanovski. I just had to stick in that funny question about if Danny would move to Madrid. Continue, Danny, with the Danny's observance.
I will. Oh,
Hey, look, it's all good. You follow your countrymen and all that kind of stuff. Whether it's boxing, wrestling, UFC, whatever else, you're always going to support your countrymen.
Yes.
But Volkanovski is he's just an absolute beast. Like, you hit me up about a Twitter person, what's his name? Volker Bandage or whatever it is.
Bandage, yeah, he's got.
He is actually an American and focuses on Volkanovski. He just loves him. But that's the whole thing. We just don't follow countrymen. I mean, if Volkanovski was shit, I'd say he's shit.
Yeah.
But seriously, in his weight class, no, can't be beat.
Great, and that's why I think it's a bit of media genius, right? Like, he had not come back in an interview and disparage Ilya in any shape or form. What was actually released was a comedic skit that actually put a lot of the UFC content to shame. Like, if you think about Embedded, you think about the different little interviews and whatnot that they do, how that would be trending blows my mind. So I think
Yeah.
there's something in that at a UFC level around doing things differently.
Yes, I think so. I think Topuria should be thought of as just a mad cunt.
Well,
Yeah, but in saying that, Danny, I mean,
Yeah.
the second rematch with Islam,
Yeah.
I've never seen like Volkanovski that focused, that like mentally just absolutely just a total machine. And look what happened.
Exactly. I know.
And you have a look. Hey, you have a look at all the previous fights beforehand with the embedded and all that kind of crap.
Correct.
But this one on the second rematch, he looks so fuck. I thought it was going to be a first round knockout to Volkanovski
No, yeah.
because
no,
of
I thought he was off.
how focused he was, how like into it he was. The whole works. I guess it's all a bit of a Hollywood sort of scenario. And by the way, MMA Power Hour.
Yes.
Is
Well,
that's
somehow
you,
he
Colin,
jumped-
right?
Yes, somehow I've jumped in here.
Yeah, well, that fucking asshole doesn't follow me back, so let's kick him out.
No, well, I'll have him follow you back, mate, shortly. Listen, let's let Danny continue with the wrap up of Australian fighters and any other insight.
Yeah, thank you. I guess the only other thing is like drawing my mind to the card next week is very much around the Whittaker Costa thing, and it's not from a clearly, and I declare my bias around Whittaker. We love him. Costa, Paulo Costa. He's actually got a poll running on Twitter around whether he pulls out or not, and if he does Paulo Costa commit suicide? Now, I've seen the training videos. He is looking ripped to fuck. So is Rob, and Rob's actually turned up, which he doesn't always do. He's in King's MMA training with Beneil Dariush at the moment. So I actually think both gentlemen are taking this fight very seriously. The question I have for the group is, how do you feel about Costa coming into it? He's making light of his recent weight challenges, the weight miss. Think about the Marvin hoopla. But he looks like he's on point, and he's using it as ammo to drive up some likes and whatnot. So, team, what do you all think?
I have the dad bod. I'd kick both their asses. I don't care how ripped they are. Simple as that.
I love it.
Joshua, Chris, what do you think?
I like it.
Chris,
I should go see the fight.
Go ahead, mate. Sorry, we'll come back to you in a second. Chris, you missed your turn. We'll come back to you. Joshua, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to agree with Joshua.
Oh, what did he say though, Joshua?
Yeah, what did I say?
Well, I don't think you had a chance to answer yet, Chris. Joshua, what's your thought on what Danny said?
I just really want to see the fight. I think they are both taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think Costa pulls out. The funny thing about Costa is like I'm never gonna look at him the same because he got that hair transplant, and I always see a little reference to it every once in a while.
Yeah, it's funny. He does. He's a very funny man. So
He's a funny man.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Like, and if you don't all follow him, I recommend you do if you want some shits and giggles. It's very funny. The only other thing I was gonna kind of bring up is why do more Aussie and Kiwi fighters? And I mean, Joshua, maybe from your perspective, not sure how you feel about this. I feel like we should have more of our athletes training at the big gyms in the US. We don't have a lot of bodies. We've got an emerging talent pool of athletes as a rapidly growing sport. But a lot of them choose to stay at home and train in their home gym. So there's really little bespoke BJJ, Muay Thai gyms. If the Aussies and the Kiwis got out and did more in the big gyms, would that have a difference in terms of their overall performance and outcome? Joshua, I'm not sure if you feel the same way. I think that you've got a bit more of established, sport over there. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
No, I think getting out is very helpful. I think you can learn a lot when you adventure and go places. So staying in one place, staying at home, I don't think it is. You can only go so far. You do need to adventure out a little bit.
Absolutely. Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm still agreeing with Joshua. I'm from the Joshua School of Orthodoxy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Definitely. Mick, what about you? Do we send some of the boys and girls overseas and go and get in the room with some body bags or not?
Well, apparently that's what Vegas is all about. But no, I've got no idea what the fuck you're all talking about. But sorry, I'm cooking some chicken niblets in my air fryer. I just want to say, Joshua, thank you very much for getting up here at this time of the morning. I'm going to talk to the rest of the founders for UF Combat, and maybe we can split it into two so we can get some more UK fans and stuff in. So we started earlier to make it a decent time for you guys. I think that's a prospect. But I'll discuss it with them, and to be honest, if they agree with it, we'll probably pull you in as well, so we can get more UK audience to join us. And yeah, split it, UK, US, Europe, all that kind of fucking bullshit. We are open to make things happen so we get the maximum output to everybody. So Josh, if you're interested, hit me up. Not on this account, obviously, because this account is just a slut because we've got 5 people here. But just hit me up on my Mick account if you're interested, because the more exposure we get, the better it is. And I thank you again for setting your alarm clock at 3 a.m. in the morning in the UK and joining us. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Herculean effort.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Colin, I'll go straight back to you.
One more, Danny. I was going to say, I agree. I think your mates, Kiwis and Aussies, should come to the USA and get with some of the bigger gyms. I mean, because they're not going to accommodate everyone over at City Kickboxing.
God, no.
And but sorry to step on your toes here if I did, Danny, but I want to see, because I don't know how much longer Joshua has, but I want to get his opinion, if you don't mind, Danny, on a couple of Brits. What do you think, Joshua, if you've seen the poster created probably by Michael Venom Page before his first win in the UFC, where he's got himself pictured with Leon Edwards in a mock makeup mock poster of a title fight? What do you think? I know I may have asked you this before, but what do you think of the chances of that happening are? How do you think the fight would go? And didn't they train with each other briefly?
I'm not sure if they ever trained together. I feel like they might as well have. They're in different promotions. They never looked like they were gonna fight. I don't think the fight would happen. I think it's unlikely unless they do what they did for Pereira and they speed up Michael Venom Page. Like maybe he gets a knockout on Kevin Holland. It would be unfortunate, but let's say he does, and then maybe he fights Colby Covington out of the blue, and then gets a title shot.
How would it go? How would he do against Leon, you think?
That would be a good fight. I'd say Leon's gonna have the crisper. Like I'd say if it does happen, Michael Venom Page gets a finish, and Leon can win by a decision via striking. He doesn't have a lot of finishes. Well, I think Leon's got like 2 finishes in his whole UFC career. So yeah, Michael's the knockout threat in that one.
Makes sense. Definitely, he's going to have to be expedited. Just heard back from Max Griffin. He'd love to join us, but he's really trying to just rest and keep centered for tomorrow's fight. But brilliant that he did get back to me and let me know. And that shows a lot of respect. Appreciate him cheering for him loudly for tomorrow. Danny, let's wrap up the Danny's Observations segment.
I'm going to do that, but I've actually got a provocative question, team, and it's a very, very serious question. So
Bring it.
Gonna bring it. So Venom, UFC clothing maker, if they were to develop their own brand of what we Aussies call the budgie smugglers, would you buy them, and should we expect the fighters to compete in them?
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
Really?
that's a serious question. Absolutely.
Oh my god!
I saw the interview with Islam being asked by the Aussie guys, like, would you do that? And he was absolutely filthy. I think it's hilarious. Why not? Give it a crack, team.
No, what are
you know the Muslims will just have big fucked up afros down there, right? You wouldn't even see the budgie smugglers. It'd be just afros everywhere.
Wax or not wax. Some people turn up with back hair, leg hair. Ladies turn up with underarm hair. Like, I'm not all about that. Good for them. Do what you want. Would you wear the budgie smugglers, and would you buy them if they were branded with your favorite UFC fighter?
You're doing this for your own sexual pleasure. That's just not cool.
Hell no.
What? Now, wait a second. What are these budgie smugglers?
All right, so if you think about swimmers in the US when they're wearing their little tidy whities,
Right.
those really little swimmers that they wear, that's what in Australia we would define as budgie smugglers.
It's like
And
the Speedo, kind of like the
Like a
Speedo.
yeah,
Correct.
kind of. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Minimal swimwear. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Now, what would you think, Danny? Would you like to see the men fighting in these, or?
I think it could be funny. Yes.
I love it. I think-
Right. Well, we want the chicks in G bangers then. They
Well,
need
no,
to be
I
in
wouldn't
G
like
bangers
that.
for fight. No. If you want us to wear the budgie smugglers in the ring, you girls need to be doing the old banger.
No, I disagree, because you already do get like the girls that have the accidents out there tops, and they've all complained about the Venom gear that doesn't provide enough support. I just thought I'd ask the equivalent gender question.
Well,
Fine, let's throw some fucking jelly in there and just make it wrestling. How's that?
Let's get that
Yeah.
on the panel.
Pancreation rules never die. I'm
No,
not gonna.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua, put down the fish and chips for a second, mate. What's your feeling on this budgie smugglers?
Oh my God, Colin.
I'm just here to watch it. I'm not gonna involve myself.
I appreciate it, mate. Daniel in Louisiana. Should the men wear Speedos like the old earlier UFC days when the Brazilians were doing?
Speedos should only be on the beach, man, or on a swimming pool. Look, what Dennis Hallman did was the stupidest thing ever. Even Rob Dyrdek, someone like Rob Dyrdek, asked Dana White himself, "Don't y'all have rules about this?" Yes, we do. Then how did this happen? How did this get past clearance and everything? And Dana White said, "That's a good question. I ask myself that to this day. How did this happen?" Then he fast forwards to the finish of the fight, and he says, "So, with that saying, how do you feel about how he lost?" And Dana White said, "You deserve to get your ass kicked for wearing something like that to a fight."
And I think he had lost a bet. Now, let me ask you, Danny, as someone that could have
Hey, hang on. We got Grandmaster Cat or something.
Yeah, the Grandmaster Cat. He can't speak, though. He's told me he can't speak at the Mo.
Oh, he can't?
He can't.
It's a male or a female?
I think he's a male. He's a Grandmaster.
Oh.
Otherwise, in other words, he would be the Grand Mistress.
Oh, there you go. He's budgie smugglered out.
That's it. Now, Danny, if you were managing the fighter and your fighter had intended to wear the budgie smugglers in the UFC and then may have been pissing off Dana White and the team, would you approve that anyway for just adding a bit of humor, or would you caution him against it?
It depends on the fighter. So if I had a genuine concern that they were going to lose, I would encourage it for the social media, like click the clickbait and the comedic value that goes with it. If they're a legit contender, hell no, get your shorts on and make sure they fit properly. You look at Taito Ivasa, how much time does he spend in a fight readjusting his shorts? It's ridiculous.
Right. That's true. But now,
comedic
may I
value.
ask you, Danny, how would you enjoy watching Tai Tuivasa wearing the budgie smugglers?
Oh, that would be the funniest thing ever. I'd love it. It'd be funny. It'd be great.
He could do what if he won? He could do a shoey after
Yeah.
wearing budgie smugglers.
Hell yeah, absolutely he could. It would be very funny.
But now,
In other words,
who did we
she has a big fat palm at home, so that's why she likes it too, Zavasa.
Uh-oh, wait a second. Now,
Hey, what was that? Come on, Danny, bring it. What was that?
No, he's like all about the gains and the guns. Like, no, it's very boring.
he's only 15 stone. No, that would be not that heavy. That's heavy enough.
Yeah,
Nevertheless,
maybe in his left nut, but yeah, he's bigger than that.
Wait, Danny, who was the Australian female fighter that did the shoey? Was it Megan Anderson?
Man,
Oh,
they
that's
just
a good
love
question. Actually, I don't know. I think it was Megan.
UFC.
And I
I
think
think it was.
They're all
Now,
talking
let me ask
crazy
Joshua in
about
England.
it.
Joshua,
No.
who in
Hang-
England likes to do?
Hang on. We need to establish who did the first shoey, and that would be Daniel Ricciardo.
Who?
Oh, fuck me, really?
Formula One race car.
Oh, my
from
fucking
Australia.
God.
Yes, Formula One.
Tui took it off from him. Daniel Ricciardo, F1, like Formula One race driver, on the podium, did the first fucking shoey. And yet everyone gives all the credit to Tui Savalas. Well, no, it was Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah,
Another Aussie,
it's
all
an
good.
F1 thing. It's an F1 thing. They've always kind of done that. That they'll always do that. Generally.
Well, that was just Daniel that did it.
He
No one
did do
else.
that, but it has been around.
No,
quite a bit.
no one else in Formula One did it. He's the one who did it, and now everyone's doing it.
Now, Joshua, have you heard of the F1?
I haven't heard of the F1. What is it?
Well, of course you have. Lewis Hamilton, Formula One driving.
Oh, Formula
Okay.
One.
Yeah,
You
they
fucking-
get on the
you-
podium,
you
they do
fucking
the shoeies
suck.
and like smack the champagne everywhere.
You fucking suck. I can't. We can't be friends.
He what? He
I'm
what?
sorry.
No, wait a second.
No. Sorry, mate.
Now, Joshua, in London, is the shoey catching on at all over there? Can we see some Brits streaking out of the makes?
No, that's really disgusting. I couldn't. Why do people do that?
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. You're telling
That's
Aussies
gross.
that, though.
God damn it.
To be fair,
Listen.
I wouldn't do it either. To be fair, I
No.
just, it's funny, and I'd encourage anybody else who has a slight interest in considering taking the jump into it. Well, why wouldn't you? Go for it.
Is it better having the shoey out of a woman's shoe? Would that be more hygienic or not, you think, Dan?
Oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting either way.
Oh, man. Oh, I'll tell you what. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, we have had a great panel here and a great breakdown. I think that we've got our thoughts on all the fights. Let me see if we can let's see if Henry wants to say anything here. The cringe, the Henry's cringe. And Henry, do you have any thoughts on these fights to wrap it up? And if not, then I'll go down the line here. I know Jason seems to feel that from the direct message he sent me that my man Max will not be beating his opponent there, who the hell is his opponent? Let me pull this down again here.
No, Henry's cringe is one of ours, and also on Aussie Mix as well. So he's a cool dude. So yeah, hear him out.
I'm trying to, but he can't. He doesn't accept the microphone. He must be with wife and kids. Nevertheless, I think that the pick that Jason likes is Jeremiah Wells, as Chris would say. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, beating my man Max Griffin. But I can't abide by that. So I've got to go for Max Griffin. And then we have then what do we have here? We have Devin Clark, the Brown Bear. Love to see him win over Marcin Prachnio. Loma should beat Bruno Bazil, although I think we've got the dissenting opinion with my mate Joshua in London. I think we've got Rodolfo Vieira against Armin Petrosian. I'm really excited for that fight. I kind of hate that one of them has to lose because they're both really on the verge of getting in there and finally making a name for themselves rather. And then I think the winner will. Hopefully, it's a close, competitive fight, so the loser doesn't fall back too many notches. Michael Johnson, the menace, should get his flowers in the form of Darius Flowers. RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez, who doesn't love him? We all have RoboCop. Although, did you go for Tavares on that, Joshua? I forgot.
No, I went for RoboCop.
Excellent. The great RoboCop. Ihor Poteria. He is saying he's a whore. We're all whores here. Everyone's a whore. And he feels he's going to whore his way to UFC success. But I can say one thing that's bloody correct is that you can't, there's no shortcut on the journey of mastery in the martial arts. Would you agree with that, Joshua?
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. In other words, you can't whore your way to victory here. So I think Ihor is going to be out.
No, you can't. Yeah.
No.
You can in America.
Yeah.
Certainly you can in America.
Whore your way to a lot of money. That's true. And, is this?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that come in on Spaces, even though that we got I don't know what the fuck happened, but we lost it. But then we came back again. And I'm going to be talking to the other co-founders later on today about to make some improvements so this doesn't happen again. please share UF Combat everywhere, because this is going to be the base for us now.
Yeah.
With Colin heading it up.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we've got some some co-founders with it as well, but this is what we're going to base it on. That might alleviate if we get dropped out or whatever, just like what happened today. Please follow everyone, and they will follow you back. We're in this sport to, make friends and all the rest of the stuff, and talk shit and blah blah blah, all the rest of the crap. And Danny has some weird ideas.
The best.
But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. And we're going to do this every week. And Colin's going to start posting his interviews and stuff on UF Combat.
Yes.
I
shall.
And we're going to do a link tree where that way you can contact him on his YouTube, Facebook, whatever sort of thing. And the founders will be on there as well. So that way we just keep building each other up. So awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure the rest of the founders also do as well. Thank you. And that's all I've got to say.
I love it. Mick, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
a
Mick.
huge part, of this great UF Combat. We are going to start blowing it up. I haven't had a lot of time to put in, and we're still getting the page set with Dave Fretz with the art. And then we really appreciate you guys following it. We're going to start to blow it up and make some good things happen. I'm going to put a lot of fighter interviews, and we're going to start having massive amount of people here. Why is it that my friends in England like to say massive so much? Joshua, what if Brits were not allowed to use the word massive? How would things change?
We'd use the word that Starbucks say, like grande and
I
tall.
love it. I love it. But how many of these football matches are massive every week, would you say, over there?
Every single one. All detrimental.
I love it, mate. A lot of great fans. Danny, last thing to Danny. Being that the touchy-feely doesn't always work when these mates are trying to do that, can we assume and encourage that in Australia the women will become even more friendly and touchy-feely as time goes by, or not?
Well, again, loaded question, Colin. Like, in what regard? Like, in terms of joining the cohort we have wonderfully here today, which you've all done incredible, and I've had so much fun with all of you. Or just in general, in which case I'd recommend no, slap that man's hand down and sort shit out.
That's it. But I think this, someone's told me that they said in this day and age, when there's so much uncertainty, perhaps the women should become a lot more gregarious in being affectionate and touchy-feely, and that would be the answer. What do you think? Would that be a good thing, Danny, or not so?
I think it's on everyone. Whoever you love, however you love, just be love and be positive vibes.
I love it. That's the perfect answer, Danny, and I knew that would be forthcoming. Thank you for all you've done, and Mick, and you guys are amazing. Chris, Joshua, Trevor, I know your microphone didn't work, but I know you've had all the answers here. If just that
I got it
microphone
working
could've
now,
worked.
hopefully.
Daniel,
God
always
damn it.
appreciate you coming in despite all the college work. You're the hardest working man
Hopefully
in
I'll have it
Louisiana
working next
with
time.
the knowledge that you're gaining. Pretty soon you will own the world with your education, and I think you might be too successful and intelligent and educated to speak with us little
Hopefully I get
people
my mic
at some point in the future. What do you think?
And also,
Yeah.
Joshua, I'd like to speak to you. Sorry, Joshua, I'd like to speak to you later once we get out of here, so we can build the UK audience, the time frame, and everything else. If that's all good with you. So,
Yeah,
thanks,
that's calm, man.
Appreciate you, Joshua. Daniel, what do you think? Will that ever happen, or will you always be happy to talk to the little people and the peasants?
There's only two types of people that I will always consider ants and beneath me, and that's white Karens and loudmouths.
There you go.
Well, look here, like
Yes.
I came from hell and back, dude. I've seen the stuff. I tell people there's nothing what you can or do or say it's not been done to me.
That's it.
Like my problem on here is I give people too much grace. I only have 4 people blocked. I need to increase that number. Like I blame myself. I really blame myself, and I'm tired of it.
I hear you. hear you. Well, we
No,
gotta spread the love. Yeah.
Look, I don't know. Look, as for the other thing you said, no, like, I'm not stopping. If I want to stop, will have killed myself back in 2014.
That's it. You're on a good path of positive things. Danny, there's no white Karens over in Australia, is there?
Oh, it's the land of Karens, mate. Like, that's my mum, it's my grandma, it's my auntie. They're everywhere. My kids, can I tell you a story? My kids refuse to go out to dinner with my mum. And it's because she is the chitty little petulant thing that would sit down and critique everything. Oh, it's too expensive. The service was terrible. It's like, where do you think you come from?
Yep.
She comes from nowhere, as we all did. No, there's plenty over here. Mick, I'm sure you'd back me up. There's fucking rife over here.
Mick, there are a bit of some Karens over there in Australia. I think Mick is gone. Mick has disappeared. Well,
No. Sorry, I was just texting,
I'm going to
Joshua.
disappear too, Colin.
Are there any white Karens over there in Australia, Mick?
White Karens, they're just women. What do you want me to say? It's just
Are
women.
there any Karens? Are there any Karens?
Do they check their privilege?
They're all
Do they
fucking called
discriminate?
Karens. And when they hit menopause, they get the capital K.
Yeah. That's when they're drinking their Vegemite at that age, right?
No, with all due respect, I have too many cultured friends. I have ones from Nigeria, all types of cultures, and I would not tolerate that 1 second.
Exactly.
I would legally buy myself a drink, then hit them upside the head with it.
That's it.
I'll be their Ike Turner.
Yes, the Ike to the Tina. Exactly.
Yes, I'll be the Ike to their Tina.
There we go. Well stated.
Plus a mix.
Well stated, mate. Well stated. Daniel, appreciate all you guys. I will thank you all, and Danny and Mick, my co-hosts and teammates here. Jason was not able to give his fight picks because he was still traveling out. It took 3.5 hours, and believe it or not, he's still in the Outback. Is that possible, Danny? Can you be driving 3.5 hours and still be in the Outback?
Yeah, you could do 2 or 3 weeks and still be lost. 100%. Yes.
Oh, man, that's not good. We'll be
What do you mean
careful.
co-host? I'm the fucking host, thank you very much.
Host. You are the host
Hey,
of the
you
most.
calling me a co-host? Oh my god!
How could I do it?
How big is your head now? It must make it easier for you to say.
It's a bloody mess. Now, Mick, when you go on that luncheon engagement with Jaden and other lady friends, and then Danny and her husband, where in the Outback will you be dining?
No, you see, James and his missus is going to go down to Melbourne, and Danny's given a whole heap of places to go to, and I've told Danny, you need to give gay clubs. And she goes, and she said, oh, the drinks are cheaper, and I said, well, if Danny gives up his ass, it'll be fucking free.
That'd be a mess. That'd be a mess. Well, just send them somewhere to get some Fosters, as they say here. That's Australian.
We don't do Fosters. That's the amazing thing. Like, okay, Fosters is an Australian beer. I don't drink beer personally because I think it's fucking putrid, repulsive, disgusting. And Fosters, no one drinks it here in Australia. Somehow it's gone overseas, and
yeah,
all you silly little muppets all drink Fosters and think it's fucking, and you drink it by the fucking litre.
That's it. Now, speaking about the Muppets, Danny, can both men and women be a Muppet and a wanker, or can one of them only be one?
Yeah, anybody could be a Muppet, but it's mostly men that are a wanker.
Nice.
See, right now, Danny's trying to work out whether I'm a fucking wanker or a fucking Muppet.
Which one is Mick? Danny, is he a Muppet and a wanker, or only one of them?
No.
Nothing. Anyway, all right, good enough, guys. We're decelerating here somehow. Thank you. I'll let you wrap up since you're the host. Then, Mick, I'll give you the last word. Great working with all you guys. Thank you guys for coming here. Danny, you were awesome. Mick, you were awesome. All of you guys, take it away, Mick, to wrap it up.
Well, like I said, everyone, thank you very much for coming in on our spaces. Awesome. Love the feedback on everything. Say what you got to say, all the rest of it. You guys will be recognised all the time, every time you come in. You've got your say, you have you will say it. Simple as that. Doesn't matter how it is. Show a little bit of respect. Yeah, bit of swearing. I don't swear personally, for fuck's sake. And yeah, no, look forward to the next one.
Yes.
Look forward to the next one. But you at Combat, share it around, because this is going to be the main pod of everything. So we got, I thought it was 4, but we got 5 co-founders in it.
Yep.
And let's just support everyone, build everyone up. Let's all have a say. And yeah, as long as there's no bullshit, no crap, no nothing or anything else, you can say what you want to say. So thank you very much to everybody. Danny, I'll get you that tampon later. So all good. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Mick, we're pushing it. We're pushing Danny's buttons. We don't want to push them that hard. Danny, you're the best, wonderful sense of humor. God bless Australian people, the best people on earth. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Take care,
Oi,
guys.
oi, oi.
Where's my Centrelink check?
We'll work that out. It's in a minute.
And do your fucking check-in on your employment detail.
Hey, I'm black.
Uh-oh.
You owe me.
I'll go
You
in.
owe me.
We
You
don't
owe me.
go in there.
You owe me.
No,
You owe me.
God, no.
Oh shit!
I want everything. Give it to me now.
Bloody hell, mates. And on that note, let's wrap it up. Mick, let's wrap it up. Thanks. You guys are amazing. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the fights.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Alright, let's see here, you guys. That was kind of a pain in the ass. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. And, yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, DP alright, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye guys! See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll schedule the stream. Concert is from 6 to 8 p.m. this Saturday on both my channels. Don't miss out. Make sure you guys come and let's have some fun together and let's sing some good songs. Again, that is Saturday, February 10th, from 6 to 8 or 9 p.m. Central Time. Until then, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.